Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Hello, Sarah P. First one here. Here she goes. Welcoming everyone as usual. So, welcome everyone from Sarah P. and thank you for being here. Please hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you know when I go live. Oi, oi. So, I read some of the criticism in comments yesterday. People do not like the countdown, the 30-second countdown. So, that's gone. People do not Well, some people do not like my accent and do not understand me. Message to you is subtitles, subtitles. So if you don't understand me, I fully appreciate that. Give me a bit of time. You might get around to my accent. So talk about accents. We've got Christine Fortunato in the house. Hello, Christine. How are we? Yay, yay, yay. Let's go, Sarah P. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe I just I was paid for some stuff, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're saying, "Oh, do you know what? This guy, he's paying some cash here, so I might as well do it." So, like, I've nearly gained 100 subscribers just through. So I've done these YouTube ads, promoting one video is my Coburger video, so promoted it, and it's like £9 a day or something. So I'm only doing it for a few days, and yeah, I'm nearly on to 100 subscribers. Um, and the view rate is over 1,200 views now. So the only thing I criticize about it is that, or maybe that's why I'm getting the ads now, but is I hope they go and watch some other stuff. At the minute, I don't see that happening. So we'll see. It might be in the end a waste of money because these subscribers are great, but unless you convert them into actually following, watching videos, then it's not worth anything. Um, hey Christine, awesome. Yeah, I just hope these ads. Heidi, hello Heidi. I was just saying, I hope these ads are because I'm paying for promotion. So, as in, when that ends, I just hope the ads don't end. Do you know what I mean? Because I still get limited on everything, but um, so hopefully that works anyway. That the ads work out and people don't skip them. So yeah, but I have taken on board. I had some good comments from people. So um, I just can't believe how many people don't understand me. So I've got to slow it down a bit, I think. I do believe it probably takes a little bit of time to understand my accent. So I'm trying to chill Bill, chill Bill. So I'm gonna try and slow it. But when I get excited, I just speak so quickly. But there we are. Nothing to do with that. So yeah, welcome everyone. Welcome to you all. Share screen. Judge Boyd's not there yet, but she will be on here now. Sarah, I was gonna say it. Sarah, you're a star. I went to it because I was like, "Oh, some people liked it." So I went to the video, and I just saw you posted it. I hope it stays because I'm not sure if it disappears, like, in a couple of days or something. So I hope it stays, but I was like, "This girl is awesome. She's just done everything." But it reminded me I need to go back because I need to post your links into the description box as well, so but thanks for doing that. That's amazing, Sarah. Thank you. But keep an eye on that in case it does disappear again. You probably got it copy pasted on a notebook or something, because bang, in she goes. Right, the screen, just so you see here. Yeah, I know you will, Sarah. I know you will. It's just from experience. I've seen some being posted here, and also they disappear after a day or two. But it's all good. I will post those links in my thingy. Um, Bear with me, just put that there. Yeah, I'll post it as well, in the description box. But yeah, I thought, I'm gonna advertise it a long way out because I'm excited about it. I'm nervous about it, but I'm excited about it, if that makes sense. Um, for the Solomon Anderson interview. So for those that don't know, I've got Solomon Anderson interview on the 18th of August. Now, I know a lot about the case and stuff like that, but I want to be different. And that means if I was just doing the same as, most people just doing the interview is going through the same kind of questions, whatever, then it's not a problem because I know most of it and it's fine. But I wanna do something different for Solomon. Don't want it to be the same for him. I want him to be like, "Whoa, I did not expect some of these questions." I want him to work for it as well because I think he's a very intellectual guy and, he's got a lot of stuff going on in his brain. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna probably do half-half, just in case. But yeah, so I'm excited. So hopefully put that in your diaries, 18th of August at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, the same day Ethan Crumbly is on. But my plan is to stream Ethan Crumbly the afternoon session and just catch up then. So it'll be a long day, but it'll be a good day. It's gonna be a good day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So she's not starting. Judge Boyd normally turns up on time. So first of all, she's got a docket, but then the bench trial supposedly is starting at 9:30. Now this is confusing. 9:30 Central. Hang on, I think I messed this up, haven't I? Have I messed this up? Because they're in Texas. So 9 o'clock Texas, 10 o'clock Eastern. 10 o'clock Eastern is 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 3 o'clock. No, I've done it fine. No, I've done it fine. It's nearly 9 o'clock with Sarah, so I've done it fine. I was thinking there I've done it an hour early. No, I have not. It's all good. So, but what happened last night is she said, "Okay, we're gonna do bench trial at 9:30 tomorrow morning, as in this morning, Central Time." Then she said her clerk or somebody said, "Oh, but we might be have to move it to," and then she cut the stream. So I have no idea if she's actually doing this today or not. If she's not, I'm not gonna be happy because there's a jury there. There was a so what? There was a whole jury there yesterday, ready to be selected for jury duty. But what happened was the guy in the very last second said, "Actually, I don't want a jury duty. I just want a bench trial. Not jury duty, a jury trial. I want a bench trial." So you can choose one of, I think everyone knows that you can choose either bench trial or jury trial. Um, I'm always a little bit like, "Ooh, I'm not sure what I'd go for." I think if it's I'm not sure what you would choose for. If it's a complex case, sometimes you'd oh, actually, I don't know, because sometimes you just want to judge because they might get it a bit more, but actually, you might want a jury that might get confused. Um, so yeah, I don't know. So that'll be what we're looking for this morning. I know the judge Cedric something Simpson is doing something today as well. So if this one's a little bit, ooh, then we could dip into that one. But what we are doing is going to look at her handbag to see what handbag she's got today. She had a white one yesterday, a big one, white one. So let's see what she's got today. She's got a different one every day. I'm not sure if she's got like 365 of them. Do you know what I mean? Or if it's going to be like um, she she's got like 100 and then reutilizes them. Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure, but it wouldn't surprise me if she's got an addiction for handbags. Everyone's got something, haven't they? So hers might be handbags. Might be handbags. So yeah, that's where we are. We got Heidi in here, we got Sarah here, and believe Christine as well. Which makes sense. There's obviously other stuff going on today. There's no trials that's been filmed, as far as I'm aware. Let's have another gander, but I don't believe there is. Whoa, 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 whoa. So we gotta wait another 5 minutes. Whoa. Right, here we are. I'm not two away from exactly 100 subscribers in just over 2 days. Wow. Contents. No, that's not what I want. I want to go. That's not the one that I want. No, it's not. I want to see law and crime. Oh, there's another judge here. Denise Bryant. I'm not sure what she's up to. think she's got some sort of trial going on. Looks like it anyway. Right. Judge Cedric has got something going on. He's got it going on. So we got some options today if there's no trial. If there's no trial with Judge Boydie, we got some options. Um, so we can look at other judges to see. Yeah, Judge Cedric just seems to have a docket this morning. Um, okay. Well, we'll see, it's okay. It's all right. So yeah, so don't be afraid to chat in chat. Chat in chat. Say hello if you're here. And we don't bite. Well, we always say that line, but some of them do bite. I don't bite anyway. Always welcome to join, and I tend to find that people that do join in the chat tend to stick around, tend to feel welcomed, tend to feel, oh, I want to be part of this community. So, please feel free. We've got loads of different personalities in chat throughout the day. Some people are in meetings, so are watching. Some people are in work, not watching, but then when they get a chance, they watch. Some people are in work and watch all the time. Some people, I don't know, don't work and watch all the time. So variety of people here. So don't be afraid to say hello. We are really friendly. Um, well, mostly friendly. Right. Do you know what? I need to put this in Discord because I always forget. I need to put in Discord. Right. Discord's the live streaming here. So obviously, if you're a member, you are a member, you are then part of Discord. You can join Discord. I'm not a big fan of Discord, I'll be honest. But I do like the cases and stuff, but I'm not a massive fan of it. Bum, 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 bum. Paste this in Discord. Enter. Spider Girl must be sleeping because she's not here to do that. Um, have posted there. Good. So that's it. I've done my duty today, and now I can go off stream. So thank you very much for being here. I will see you later on. Haha, jokes. So, Sally. So, Judge, right, 2 more minutes, and the judge will be here. I should just start at 3, shouldn't I? At 9, but I'd like to just get here early and just speak for a little bit. See if anyone's up for chatting. Normally they're not, but still, you never know. You never know. I just enjoy being here. I enjoy speaking to people. I enjoy different things as well. So if anyone's ever got anything to speak up, then if you've got anything subject to speak about, here she is. Here she is. Ladies, gentlemen, all the way from Texas. Iris, she's rimming. She's rimming. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that this morning for her. Iris, hello. I know you've been very busy for the last few days. Hopefully today is not as easy for you. Um, and I hope that everyone turns up to court today. And actually doesn't make work for you. So yeah, so Irish is here. We love Irish here now. Good morning. Heidi's here. I can't say what I really think of Heidi yet because it's not past the 2 hours mark yet. So, but BITCH. Joking. Heidi's lovely. We don't met Heidi. Trial prep for Monday. Okay. Do any of your trials, like, your office, ever make it on TV, like streamed and stuff then, Iris? Or is it never streamed? 'Cause I know some people are funny about it. Oh, Heidi, you know. Nah, you know what I mean well with that, Heidi. Um, nah, okay, okay. Heidi gives me a hard time. She knows that. It's all love. It's too early for that nonsense. I know. It's 2 hours. I got 2 hours to wait. 2 hours to wait, Heidi, then you get in it. Nah. It's a compliment. If I call you that name, it's a compliment, in a good way. Yeah, so I'm trying not to swear for the first at least first 2 hours, if not longer. So yeah, let's have a look to see my, dashboard again. Oh, we're 1 away from 100 subscribers in 2 days. 1 away, and we are 79 with 2,000 from 2,000. It's all love. Of course it's love. If I actually thought you were one of those, then I wouldn't call you that. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't call you it. I don't work criminally. Ah, okay, civil. Fair, fairs, fairs, fairs. Yeah, I try not to ask people too many personal questions about their work and stuff because, you know, you don't want people to know who you are and stuff like that, in fairness. So try and keep it vague, but, that's good to know though. Lady Law's the same. So, remember, remember, bum, 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 bum. Right, so Boydie is a minute late so far. She's a minute late. Um, I have got some feedback though about the streams. People do not like the 30-second countdown at the start, and people do not like my accent. Well, some people don't like my accent, so I have to work on it and speak slower. Boss would love to be known over the world, won't give him such. That's the right way. That's the right way, Iris. That's the right way. I do not blame you. Um, people are well, I suppose most of I do. I do wouldn't want to be known around the world, actually. I was gonna say, "Oh, we all want to because that's why we do this." Actually, no, I wouldn't. I'd love to be known by a select few. That's it. I wouldn't want to be known because you can't go anywhere. You can't, careful what you wish for is what I say sometimes with that. Mm, ba 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 ba. What's Smurf doing there? I've got something in Discord here, I'm not sure why. Blue Lunch Club. Yes. Oh, this is a nightmare. This Discord. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Discord. I'm not sure what you guys think of Discord, but I like to see the fact that there's stuff in there, but I'm not a big fan of it. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of it. That's why I might ditch Discord. And well, do I ditch it? I don't know. But I'll do more members videos for members. Because Discord, I just feel like no one uses my Discord, so it's like I don't blame them because I don't use it. I might keep it just for advertisement wise, but I'm not fun. We get these pings all the ping, 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 ping. It's like Jesus, stop your pinging. Just you and little niece out there, little terrier. So Boydie, where's Boydie? She was the one that said we're gonna be starting at 9 o'clock. Oh, that's why I should have refreshed it. Oops, my bad. Normally on time. Whoop.
Hey, I appreciate it. We decorated that back room nicely, I think. All right, well, thank you very much. I appreciate your client just came in.
Yeah, he came. Yeah, I saw him when I came in.
All right.
Okay, so Docket first thing and then everything else afterwards.
I think they are. Deputy Laura, the microphones are working at the desk, correct?
I have us off. Was it turn them on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
So- No, supposedly they fixed them, so
Fixed it.
you should be able to hear everyone.
No idea, Iris.
Tap on your mic, the loud one. Oh, okay, it works. Okay.
So it works.
This-
Yay. This is the first.
Go on, what's she saying?
Thank you so much. You're so awesome.
He's buying her drinks.
Thank you.
Look at you. How to get to the judge's heart. Well done, son. Well done. So the trial, I've no idea. So yesterday, there was a hallway full of juries to be selected. But last minute, the guy asked for a bench trial, literally last second instead. But I don't know what it's about. So for the first half an hour, apparently she's doing a docket. And then at 9:30 Central Time, the trial begins, is my understanding. So that's how I understood it to happen today. But we're same with all these, we just don't know what they're gonna be about, do you know what I mean, Iris? So, but when Judge Boydie's there, it doesn't matter about who's on there, just, "Oh, right, handbag, smaller white version, nice."
So I went to the store today and I said, they have this alkaline water. What should I get? Should I get that? They're like, yes, get the alkaline water. And they have different numbers. One was six.
Pause it for a second. So a handbag today is white, same as yesterday. A handbag yesterday was white, but it was a bit bigger. Um, the flowers she has, obviously she gets them delivered every couple of days. They were fresh, I believe, yesterday, so they're the same. They haven't changed from yesterday. The bag yesterday was a little bit more uh, hidden behind the vase, but today you can see it clearly. It's I'm not sure. I'd guess I would say Gucci, but I'm not 100%. I'm not a master in all this, so I'm not sure. It's got a button. You push it, it opens up. It opens up like that. And oh, hang on.
Oh, no. We're going to take this up now. All right. Can I have a prosecutor?
No, yeah, no, I don't. They didn't name it. She shut it off.
No.
Hey, Judge, how are you?
Oh, great. Today is Wednesday, right?
Yes.
How could you not be great on a Wednesday? Half the week is
I know.
almost gone, which
Yeah.
means Monday is right around the corner.
Yeah, you gotta wait till the clean time before you get on the great side.
Yes.
I was hopeful more that you were gonna say it's Friday and then maybe I hit my head or something.
No, if I were to say it's Friday, then people would say there's obviously something wrong with her. All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 3442, State of Texas versus Robin Huerta Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Ron Ross.
All right, this hearing was actually scheduled on August 1st at 9 a.m. The defendant yesterday was a no-show. The defense contacted the bondsman and asked that I recall this for today. Docket was at 9 o'clock. It's 9:08 a.m. Defense, do you know where your client is?
I do not, Judge. I did talk to her yesterday. I told her to be here by 9, no later than 9 today.
All right.
Your Honor, state would ask for a bond forfeiture.
All right, that will be granted, and I'll remand your client without bond. If she makes an appearance, the court will reconsider.
Yeah, I'm going to impact court. I'll check later and if they need to call me.
All right, thank you.
So, Iris, I don't know the defendant's name. Sometimes they don't tell us, but that's a good thing and bad thing because we can't do any research beforehand. But
And
hang
you
on.
have, who do you have?
Judge, I have Martin Rios, recall this morning.
All right, Mr. Rios, come down, please.
Nothing makes a judge happier than not. Yeah,
Just
and
fine,
didn't you
just 1 second.
today or today? 2 days in a row. I need to look at
All
it.
right.
Now,
Let me give you your trial date.
let me.
And have you and the state spoken about trial dates or no?
We have not, Judge.
Do you want to confer with them on a trial date or you just want me to give you a date?
Judge, if you'll just give us a date, my calendar's rather crowded, so we'll fit it in there somewhere.
All right, you sure?
Yes, Your Honor.
The state will fit it in as well.
All right. So state, you all have impact. What day do you have impact?
Thought that was August 21st. The court coordinated it.
Caroline, do you know it's August 21st impact day?
Yes, August 21st.
All right, so I'll set you off for August 21st. Now, what I can tell you, counsel, is I know that there is a case on August 21st that's older than this case. So that will be up first. And then if that case falls through, then I'll make sure that they don't know this is the next case.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Rios, you'll be back on August 21st. Caroline, can you give him a reset form?
So I just posted a name in chat, right? Raymond Alejandro. If anyone in Texas can look what happened to this guy, because he was the last trial we watched, and it got what happened to it? It got a mistrial, but then we missed the mistrial, the retrial. So I'm not sure if he's been found guilty, not guilty, or plea deal, which I don't think he pleaded. So I'm not sure if there's any way of finding out what happened to him. I've Googled from the UK. That's his last name. No, last name is Alejandro. Yeah, in this court, yeah. Yeah, his mistrial in this court. His first name's Raymond, his last name's Alejandro. And he's the 187 court. But we did keep an eye out on it, and she's supposed to have a trial on it, but we never saw it. So yeah, it's in this court. But unless the retrial was sent out to another judge, I'm not sure. Awaiting trial date. Oh, because he got a trial date. Thanks, Iris. He got a trial date, but for 24th of July. So there must have been awaiting another trial date then. Okay. Thanks, Iris.
Criminal Trial Division Counsel will confer with you. All right, thank you.
Hello, Dennis. Dennis the Menace
And
is here.
anyone else
How are
who's
you?
not here, we are starting our bench trial at 9:30. You ready on your plea? All right, and
Simply
is
the
your client
best.
Carlos Romero,
Modelo, Judge.
Lorena?
You're simply the best, Iris. Put that down, 11th of September. I did have to look at it twice because I thought, hang on, is that 9th?
All right, can I see the
9th of
parties on John
November?
Marino? And Deputy Laura, this is no application. All right, and Mr. Marino, thank you so much for dressing appropriately for court, even though you're going into custody today. I appreciate that. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 0620, State of Texas versus John Marino. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Sorry, I figured you.
That throws me off when you all do that.
I saw Bob standing there while his lead.
Okay. Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case?
I have,
Did you review that with your client?
I have.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment, Mr. Moreno, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment? State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, we're going with the lesser included offensive assault, the misdemeanor version.
Any objection?
Leon.
Showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with the offense of assault? At least the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault. That's a Class A misdemeanor. The range of punishment is up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, The fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
All right, off the record for a moment. Mr. Featherston. Mr. Featherston,
Yes, Your Honor.
our court coordinator is not here today because she has medical issues with the family member she's taking care of, but she just sent me a text and she asked, because I given you what date
The 21st.
of August?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so what I can do is, she's telling me September 5th, you'll be number one, but I'll keep it for August, just in case that case falls through. So you'll have that, but at the latest, it'll be September 5th. And she says that you would be number one on September 5th.
All right.
So I'll keep you for August, and if things work out, you'll go on that date, but if not, the latest September 5th. All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you. And I'm sorry, where did I leave off?
You believe you have the rationale as well as factual understanding
All right,
of the
Do-
charge.
thank you. Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do, Your Honor.
Mr. Marino, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 6 months in the Bexar County Jail, and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand? Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the lesser included offense of assault, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No comment.
State any evidence?
State offer states exhibit 1 in all attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled wavering consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
I think, what? I presume she's just gone quiet. I don't like when this happens. Hello? Judge, can you, Judge? Judge Boyd? It's gone very quiet. Hello? The judge liked this defendant because he came in a suit. And she's like, I appreciate you for coming in all dressed up, knowing that you're going into jail. I opened Iris's docket, but I couldn't, it wouldn't open. Then I figured out it's because I don't have a VPN.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. So what was this about?
I was working for a company, and this dude was real hostile, and it was more on the Islam Christianity type thing, because I worked there. It was owned by Muslim people. My half brothers are Muslim, but I'm a Christian. I barely changed my life 8 years ago, so he was always harassing me. He's a Palestinian immigrant, so he's on that Palestinian.
Well, here's the thing. What I've always was taught, there are many things that you don't discuss at work. One is religion, the other is politics, and the third one is how much money you're being paid. So how
Yep.
are you?
Well, he would always question me. How my half brother is Muslim? Why am I not a Muslim? Why am I a Christian?
Well, the answer to that is that's none of your business.
Yes, and I reported it and told your management and all that. He was always aggressive, always talking vulgar, always coming into work like that. And we had an argument. I was throwing out the trash. He yanked the trash can out of my hand. I yanked it back. He struck me and started striking me, and I defended myself.
You know, according to the police report, it says that you were trying to tell him how to do his job. That's the other thing people shouldn't do on jobs. Tell people how to do their job unless you're the supervisor.
Right. Well, I was supervising the warehouse part, and he would just come in and take the trash out and stuff. So I would unload the pallets off the forklifts, and I was picking up my mess from the pallets, the plastic wrapping, and he got mad about all that. He was just always very aggressive.
So who ended up losing their job?
Both of us.
Mhm.
At the same time, he lost and I lost financially. He lost financially, and we both lost. So defending myself in that sense, really, I should have walked away maybe, but at the time,
Well, not maybe. I mean, is trash worth having to pay an attorney, having to make bond, and now maybe about to go to the Bear County Jail
no, it wasn't worth it at all.
over some trash bags, over people talking about what religion they belong to?
It wasn't worth
All right, State, have you spoken to the complainant in this case? Are they aware?
Yes, Your Honor, previously, Daniel was had contact with me.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, anything else, counsel? All right, the court will find you guilty as previously stated. The court is going to sentence you to 6 months in the Bear County Jail, give you credit for any time served. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. When you're at employment, my mom always taught me this when I had my very first job, which was at Walmart. I only worked there a day because that's a rough job. But here's the thing. I'm a hard worker, but Walmart was very extra that day. So I started my workday at 6 a.m. And that was when Walmart closed at 9 p.m. And so my mom, who had been in the workforce, said, this is when they're to give you your breaks. This is how many breaks you should have. This is how long your lunch break should be. That's what the law is. So I'm there at 6 a.m. I work my work. I'm taking my breaks the way my mom should say. And then at 9 o'clock, I'm thinking, great, I'm going home. No, you know what they did at Walmart? Lock the doors. And then you had to clean up. So everybody who didn't put their clothes back, didn't put the things on the shelf back, we had to stay around and do that. So in the words of Seinfeld, yada, 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 I didn't leave till midnight. My mom was about to break into Walmart because she came to pick me up and the doors were locked. But I say that to say this. When I had that first job, my mom said, do not discuss politics, do not discuss religion, do not discuss how much you make. If you're talking to people at work, she's like, there are two safe topics, the weather and children, if you have any. She's like, that's it. So any other job you get, weather and children, that's it. And when you talk about children, she said, don't tell everybody how to raise their children. Just talk about your own children. Okay. All right. Good luck to you. Are you going to take any of his jury with you? All right.
I'm just gonna take it with me, and when they release me, I'll
All right. Do you have family members here?
no, ma'am.
Ah, okay. He's saving it for you then.
All right, thank you. I'll be in touch.
But Sean, Walmart was not an easy job.
I worked there.
Yeah. It's hard. Yes. And then you know what I tell everybody? If you're shopping at Walmart, do not ever take the first item on the shelf, because whenever you go into Walmart and you see everything lined up, that's a worker who had to come in and turn all items face forward. You need to go to the one behind it. And people, put your stuff back on the shelf.
I'd never take the first one
Yes.
in any store. I don't know.
And after that, it was so funny. My friends were saying, Stephanie, you should work at Kmart. You don't have to clean up. You just come in and do your job and leave. That's how I ended up at service merchandise.
That's not that.
I had another recall today. Just wondered
Which
if,
one is it?
Mr. Lozano,
Lozano.
marching order.
All right, let me find Lozano. Jose Lozano. Come forward. All right, this is criminal trial division.
Yes,
Have you all discussed the trial date?
we have not. I wasn't sure where we stood today, whether we even left or not.
I agree, Sarah.
Jason, this is a theft.
That's why I always say on this channel, no politics, no religion. Please. Do you know what I mean? Because every time ends in arguments.
300,000 or more.
I'm
Yes.
familiar with it. It's a Daniel's case, but
All right, so I'm assuming
this
this
is out of town.
Yes.
Yes.
A victim's witness, Your Honor.
all right. So I don't do special settings, but I will put this on a date and state what's a good time frame from you all, because I know you have your calendar.
I do have my calendar, however, Judge, this is,
Let me see if Norma has sent me a text message. No text message, so
I mean, maybe, we do have a murder trial in front of it
Yeah.
in September, but it would be September 12th.
all right. So Ray, how long do you expect this trial to last?
I think 3 days at the most, Judge.
3
It's-
days?
It's a restitution issue we're fighting about.
Okay, so it's, you say September 12th?
We do have
Mhm.
a murder that probably should go, so I don't know if you want one where we sort of just put it where it probably would be the first one or not.
Well, this is what I do. The state is saying September 12th, they have a murder. And I know you're saying your issue is restitution amount.
Well, as you can see, based on the charge, Judge,
Hello?
they're alleging a large amount of money in it.
Yes. So let's do this. I'm going to put you all down
I know my nieces.
for August 28th. And that'll give you a chance. That's not necessarily your trial date. That's for you all to look at restitution.
Okay,
And of course, Ray, if you want that to turn into a trial date, if that's criminal trial divisions week, we'll see if we can turn it into that. But we'll do 28th and I'll set it as for you all to figure out what the restitution amount will be.
What's he?
Yeah.
Oh, a lollipop. So, Stinky. Stinky after eating lollipops. Oh, what's your name? Is that it? Radi Fwyn. Mae'n gweud hello i ti, go. Sarah P said hello. Mae'n gweud hello i ti. Ti'n wafod to Sarah P? Hello, Sarah, she says. She's shy. She's shy. Beth oed yw ti?
Daddy.
Oedd 1, 2, 3, me? 3 years old. Cysgu? Ti'n cysgu? She's snoring. She's snoring. Snoring. Got it all on? She's over, right. She's going with grandma now. Ti'n mynd am y gi? Yn dod am y gi de? Yeah. Right, ta-ta, Gwyd. Ta-ta, da iawn. Da iawn. Diolch. She's great, but I smashed this again. I bloody smashed the mic again. Bear with me, I've got to set it up again. Oh, oh, should have fixed that again. What a nightmare. Not the Sarah P. No way. You oh sugar. You missed everything. The mic flew off again. My niece was here saying hello to everyone. Yeah, my mic. You just missed my niece. My niece was on here with me. Yeah, rewind it. There's no way, Sarah, that you're a grandmother, Sarah. Shut the front door. I didn't think you were. How are you grandmother? I thought your eldest was. I was in shock. Yeah, no worries. You rewind. Most of it's me trying to fix this anyway. Oh, grand. I'm way too young to have it. What the? Right. I right. Fine, fine. Because I'll be honest with you, I was trying to do my maths here because I was going to say I'm sure your daughter's 18. I was going to say, how the hell she squeezed four out? That makes more sense then. Jeez, I didn't know you were a grandmother. So we've got two gilfs here. We got Lady Law and Sarah P. The Gilf Club. Right, let's put this back on. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
But I do think that you'd prefer to see my niece, say hello to her. She's excited. She came in today saying, we going on. You better not have any for a long. Well, we know that you're gonna be a great grandmother anyway, whatever happens. So, you know. But yeah, Tals enjoys. My sister was
All right,
18. She got her
Caroline,
kid.
on Jose Lozano, can you set that for August 28th?
Yes.
And in the other box, just put restitution.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Excuse me.
After you sign that, All right, who else is here?
Judge, I'm here with, Mark was here first.
Okay.
We have John Meyer, Your Honor.
All right, if you guys will come forward.
We are ready, Your Honor.
All right. All right, we are currently in a bench trial at 9:30. So this is criminal trial division. How long do you expect this trial to last?
2 to 3 days, Your Honor, I would think. I don't know what the state says.
Yeah, the case in chief, John.
Okay. So state you have your calendar, and I know it's the murder calendar. But what date are you thinking? And Mr. Stevens, we do our jury trials on a Tuesday, but I'm going to set you all on one of the Mondays. And then the counsel who's out of county doesn't have to come down on Monday, but you and your client will need to be here. And that way you'll know what's happening on Tuesday. So your counsel doesn't have to come down if something is taking precedence.
So the jury selection, if we were reached that Tuesday, would be on Tuesday?
Yes.
Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon?
Tuesday afternoon.
Oh,
And we
okay,
usually
that's
do jury
interesting.
selection about 1:30. Yes.
And I don't know how, or, if you wanted to put this one first, but the murders, again, we have.
We're gonna have to get you a better calendar than that. That's just,
Year's almost out.
yeah.
Year's almost out.
Okay.
We getting a new one. We have the September, well, it's a September 12th would be a trial date, but then the next one would be October 10th. And I don't know if that Monday, it's Columbus Day. I don't know if that's a holiday for the county or not.
No, I think there's no Columbus Day.
Okay.
I think it was exchanged for one of the, for another holiday.
So if you want to do it on October 10th, we did have a murder, but that murder's pleading on Monday. And that would be a date that would be first setting or first.
All right. So then we'll put it on October 9th.
Okay.
Yes, that will be that Monday.
Your Honor, can I say this? I sent an email to Norma. I didn't know she was out today, asking her to send a link to Mr. Baird in Austin.
Mhm.
I think this date is good for us. I'm not sure he went that far on his calendar, so.
Well, if it's not, remember October 9th, he doesn't have to actually be here.
Mhm.
And if the 10th turns out it's not good for you all, just let us know.
I'll
So
let
we'll,
you know as soon as I know something, Judge, on
all
that.
right. So your date is going to be October 9th with a eye towards jury trial on October 10th. And Mr. Meyer, if your attorney who's out of county, if those are bad dates for him as far as the October 10th,
What's he doing? I gotta fly. Come fly with me, come fly away. Let's go back to the start and liven it up a bit.
Notice, but he's cut his hair, his beard.
oh my gosh, that's why I didn't recognize you. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, I did it just strictly for the trial. Is available,
You want me to put it with impact?
I don't think the state would be ready for an impact setting on this case.
Okay, so let me see, your impact is August 21st, correct? All right, so I can put it. Yes,
If I may, Judge, next, just so you know, September's gonna be a little iffy for me because my grandson's going to be born sometime in September, and
oh, you gotta be there for that.
I've been tasked with running up there to watch my granddaughter while they go take care of the new one, so.
All right, so do you have any idea in September?
The due date is September 25th, but. my
But babies come when they want to.
Yeah, my granddaughter was a little early, so we don't, yeah. But that's the only limitation I have that I know of.
All right, what is your week in October?
I don't know if we're the first or second week. Your Honor.
Okay,
I don't have a.
let me see, just 1 second.
So we're
In
getting nearer
August.
the bench trial. But it's interesting though, every Tuesday they do jury selection on the afternoon. You need to remember that.
Criminal trial division.
Yes, sir.
Hi, what is your week in August? Are you the first week in August or the second week?
The first full week, Judge, is family violence. Our week is the 14th or the
Okay.
15th of September. I'm sorry, of August.
And in October?
October, we are the second week, which is the 9th, 10th. And the family violence is the second and third.
All right, so what I'll do is, in this court, I try to switch off family violence, criminal trial division. Of course, if either family violence or criminal trial division are like, yeah, even though it's not our week, we'll go on it, and you all want to go on it, I allow that. But I'm going to put you down for October 2nd.
Mhm.
If we do jury selection, it will be October 3rd. But I'm putting you down on the 2nd so everybody can make sure that they have everything. Yes.
Your Honor, I do have a trial setting in the 304 court on October 2nd for CPS.
Ah,
Ooh.
they don't do Zoom?
I don't know if they're gonna do Zoom or not. The last time I had a Zoom meeting was back in May.
Arlene Gay is saying no.
For 262s and trial, they don't do it. Those two, the front end and the back end are live.
Happy days.
Okay.
Thank you, Iris.
Policy. Like,
Thank you.
And it's a
Thank you,
trial
Iris.
setting.
Very
Trial
kind.
Okay, and what date?
October 2nd.
She's obviously
All right.
runs after me. This cute face here.
All
you see?
right. Criminal trial division, which week are you all in September?
September,
My other niece, right? We should tease her because she looks the same spit as me. So everyone says we look alike. So I keep teasing her. Oh, we look alike. And she's like, no. I was like, why? It doesn't matter. We look alike. It's all good. She's like, I don't want that beard. She thinks she's gonna grow up and have the beard. It's like, you're not gonna have the beard. It's all good.
we are,
All the Uncle Jeans.
in September, we're the 11th, 12th, well, the first is on a Friday, but
Mhm.
then family violence is that first full week, which is Labor Day week. And then the
Okay.
following week, we do have the 11th. and 12th.
All right,
Being
so I'm gonna put
strong.
you all for September 5th.
Oops, let me
Fifth?
take it back.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, counsel, you just said you have your
Well,
grand trial,
at some point, yeah.
but I mean, is it September 5th good for you or no? If it's not, just tell me.
Yeah, I mean, I'd hate to commit to that and then have him be 3 weeks earlier or something.
Okay, all right. Well, I will tell you this, I'm not going to be here that week because it's a judicial conference. But I can put you down for September 5th, and I will put a notation on the docket sheet, and I will text the judge who's going to be here to let them know that if you have the birth of your grandchild, they'll know, so they won't hold you to it.
Okay, that would be good to have that in writing somewhere.
Yes, let me just tell you,
That's just-
I put everything on here, and I'll also text the judge and let them know.
Okay,
And you can let them know that I said. All right, so we'll put you down for September 5th. And so September 5th, that's a Tuesday because that Monday is a holiday. So jury selection will be taking place on that day.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else?
I don't think so.
All right. So they'll give you a reset form just so you can have the reset form so you know. And counsel, if something happens with your client's CPS trial and they do it earlier, which I don't think they will, but if they do, just let the court know and we'll move things around.
All right,
All right, is there anything else?
I don't believe so.
And you dressed appropriately for trial. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Your Honor.
All right.
I don't know if you noticed, but he's cut his hair, his beard.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. That's why I didn't recognize you. Okay.
Yes, Your Honor, I did it just strictly for the trial.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Yeah, that's completed. Yeah. Now I remember you. Okay.
I think the
All
last
right.
time you hear, you're like, when are you gonna cut that?
Yeah. All right. So we'll be back on in September.
All right.
Okay. You're welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll bring it over to you.
Okay, so come on, bench try. Let's go. Bench, 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 bench. So we know now that every Tuesday they select the jury. So that's good. Right.
All right.
You made a note on the 11th of
He's
September.
President of the courtroom.
All right, Kevin Owens.
If you can watch the Alessandro trial with Judge Boyd, thanks to Iris. If I didn't know any different,
All
Iris, I just know
right.
you worked in law.
On this case, how long
Sorry
you're all
about that.
expected to trial? Excuse me.
No more than-
All right, and have you all conferred on a trial date?
No, we haven't conferred on that.
Well, if you all want to confer on a trial date, you can confer on the trial date. Otherwise, I'll give you one.
There was one little thing that I needed to talk to the court
Yes.
about. I know you said the motion to quash regarding the constitutionality of running the trial,
Yes,
but there's also that the indictment is vague.
okay.
And that part, I'd like to see if we can have that heard before,
All
because
right,
if you grant it,
yes.
then the
Well, what I'll
indictment.
do is your trials in here take place on Tuesday. I'll set it on a Monday.
Okay.
Yes. So if you all want to confer on a date, or you just want me to give you a date?
Anything specific? Let's just see when the court can do it and then.
All right, state, when, do you know what your calendar is? Yes, okay. Jason, they're saying they should take 2 days. It's a stalking case.
I mean, I guess it depends on how schedule of the defense, but we have August is, well, we're sort of in August already, so really we're looking at either September or October. And that'd be October 10th would be a trial date. Or want to push it to November, that would be November. It looks like November 7th, Judge.
All right, defense?
I am available the 10th. I know that's is Columbus Day a holiday for us?
No,
I
No?
don't believe so. I mean, Judge.
no, it's
It
not.
is a school
Okay.
holiday.
Yes.
But the 10th is fine. I don't look like I have anything that's gonna another trial that can go.
All right,
before
you're
this
saying
one.
October 10th?
Yes, Your Honor, that's a Tuesday.
All right, so what I'll do is I'll put you on October 9th so we can hear your motion. And then your jury trial will be October 10th.
Okay.
Judge, can the state be heard on a unrelated matter on this case also before we go forward?
Sure, what's the issue?
The defendant has been making comments on sort of alleged victims on their Yelp pages and things of that nature. Their various business accounts and Google reviews, and I would like the court to admonish him not to do that while this.
Okay, sure.
And next time, Hank, please talk to me about
Okay.
that, okay?
So here's
Before
the,
you address it with the court.
Yeah. here's the thing. I don't know what's happening on Yelp or whatever, but in a stalking case, that's somebody saying that you are stalking them, right? I don't know if this is true or not because I haven't received any facts or anything. But it would probably behoove you, if you're charged with stalking, not to go on people's Yelp page, not to comment on anything about their life or anything about their businesses or any of that. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Now, I'm not saying you went on somebody's Yelp page. I don't know, but I'm just letting you know not to do that. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to contact witnesses or the complainant in any form, shape, or fashion. Be that through using third parties, be that through writing something about them on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Yelp, or wherever. You understand?
Yes.
So you just, it's as though you don't know them. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Is your client going to have a problem with that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. if you will address that with him. All right, so we're going to come back on October 9th, and then your jury trial will be October 10th. And on October 9th, we'll address whatever motions there are to address.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
You're
Weird.
welcome. And they'll give you a reset form to sign.
She was not happy with him either. Next time, Hank, just address it with me
That's what
before
that
bringing it up
one's
in court.
Yes,
Good morning. He requested us to come back this morning on Miss Ashby.
all right. And where is Miss Ashby? All right, come
Good
forward.
work, Iris. Iris rocks. She does. I was literally looking everywhere for it. Couldn't
Yes.
find it. Iris just like, yeah, I got it.
Yes, so your client said that they hadn't had contact with you, but they're saying the reason why is because I don't know, there was a holiday or some reason he said.
Okay.
So he didn't blame you for anything.
Okay.
But whenever people show up, even though we don't have pre-indicted cases, whenever people show up and say, I don't know who my attorney is, or I haven't had contact with my attorney, I always have the attorney come over to make sure that they have contact and everybody has good numbers.
I've made contact with them, Judge.
Okay, so it's a nightmare case, so it doesn't have to be reset unless you want it on the docket.
Thanks, Judge.
Sure, you're welcome. All right, Ashby. So
I was, Sarah. I was looking all day. That's the problem.
this is for a jury trial. When are you all looking at for jury trial?
Just the next date the judge has available.
What's your date? This is a drug case, possession with intent 4 to 200 grams.
Yes.
So congratulations, Irish. She's now got a spanner, a blue wrench next to her.
Oh, you guys switched impact, I think, with family violence.
Taking it, but I mean, we can take it over there if that case doesn't go, Judge.
Okay, all right.
That's
So-
the 20.
First.
21st of August.
All right.
Check that really, really quickly.
Well, Iris does. Yeah, I gave it a wench. I've been deleting people.
And are there any
Who's got it
motions on
first?
this case?
Yeah, 20.
Well, to be fair, I've had people message me going, "You need to make Iris a mod. You need to make her a mod. You need to make her a mod." I'm like, Jesus, I got so many mods, but then I start deleting mods. So that's why Iris is a mod. She's very useful. She's very good. She sends me pics. What else do you want? So congratulations, Iris.
First should be fine.
All right, Caroline, can you put
Thank you,
this for
thank you.
August 21st and put it for impact?
Thanks, Judge.
Helen
Right here.
D.
Are there any
Iris
pre-trial motions or no?
No.
All right,
She knows where all the bodies. Oops, info's buried. Welcome, Helen. Helen D. But generally, people have been recommending Iris. But I was like, oh, she's a mod to everyone else. I'm not going to make her a mod here because I feel you force people. But she's so helpful and she's always here. So, so fair play to her. I appreciate that. But welcome, Helen D. I think it's the first time
we'll
for
call
you
you
to
back on
be
the
here,
21st.
I believe.
Ashby? I'm
Iris
sorry, not
got
Ashby.
clear reviews.
Thank you.
Robin Hernandez.
Yes, what is happening?
She was on pre-trial.
Wow.
bond and she was under
That-
some
that
kind of
one, yeah.
obligation that she completed it. What I
Yes.
want to do is I want to contact, get this reset about a week from now. If in
You're all
fact she's
more than
not
welcome
gonna
to send
be
me
able
any
to-
screenshots
we
you
have an
want,
offer that
guys.
I expect that we'll take.
Pictures, not a
All
problem.
right, so what I'll do
Steve and
is,
Dennis, don't bother.
do you want me to set it next week?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, when do you want it?
Latter
7th,
part of
8th?
the week, give me about a week to check this out.
All right, you want to put it then on August 14th?
From Helen. We're nosy on these parts. Where are you from?
That's a Monday, or either I could do
I was going to ask.
15th, 16th, or either
Not a
I can
piece
do
of
it
guilt.
7th, 8th, 9th,
So we saw that, Iris, but she's a gilf as well.
not on a Friday, any day
Hi,
but Friday.
Helen.
Yes, so what Thursday do you want? There can be the 10th.
I'm not sure how many of the mod jobs you got, Iris, but you
Yes.
know, as long as obviously
So,
clarification.
yes. All right, Caroline, On Robin Hernandez, can you give them a reset form for August 10th?
We are, Helen. We are, now that you're here. I love the skeleton. Yeah, I can't quite make it out, but some sort of skeleton in your pic. Try to look at it. Yeah, are you from the US or are you from the UK, Helen? If you're
All right,
from
who
the
else is
US,
ready before we proceed with this trial?
apologies to you because you might not be able to understand me. But you are very welcome here. Thank you for being here. Don't know where you came from, but we're very happy to have you here. Mostly women here. It's great. But that invitation, Sarah, send me pics anytime you want. It's all good. No matter what it is.
And Deputy
What a
Laura,
dirty bugger, isn't it?
Um,
Dirty bugger.
Sam Ward, his attorney is out of county, but they're saying they could be here at 1:30. I know. Are you able to do that? Because I know Thursdays is sort of big. So if we can bring him back at 1:30.
I don't like when the judge goes silent like that.
But Sean, I've noticed, I've been saying a lot. You know, my mom always says if you hang around the barber shop at some point in time, you're going to get a haircut. I think I've gotten a haircut and I didn't want one. So each time I say, bless me, because my mom is saying, oh no. I remember I was 4. And don't ask me how I remember this, but I do remember it clearly. You know, when you would go to the doctor for your checkups. So I went for my checkup and I knew a shot was coming because my mom had zebra gum with her. And that's what she would always give you, the zebra gum. I was, no. So I go there and the doctor was asking me questions. And I kept saying, mm-hmm. And so when we got back to the car, my mom said, do not say, mm-hmm, do not say, it's yes or no. And she said, you should have been saying, yes, doctor, no, doctor. I'm like, sorry, I'll remember that. And then she said, here's your zebra gum. So that's why whenever I see the zebra gum or cinnamon gum, give me the bad news now. What's going on? All right. Yes, I'm Mr. Rios.
Judge, this is.
Loves a mama
1.3 CR
story.
112.
Oh, we're not on the record. What's going on? Are
Okay.
you?
Well, Judge, we have 14 motions. And I don't know that the court hasn't printed out or not, but the court can use my binder and then I'll just make a copy later if the court would like.
All right.
What's zebra
just need to
gum?
get
I've
a
never heard of
second.
zebra gum before.
All right. Well, let's do this.
Drama.
I have some motions in
Trauma.
my file. All right,
Never
the
heard of
first
it.
one
Zebra
I have
gum.
is motion for discovery and inspection of evidence.
Yes, Judge, I believe that's been complied with.
All right, so number 1, or you saying the entirety of it has been complied with?
That's correct.
All right, I'll note then that the state is in compliance per the defense. We're going to go on the record in 2023 CR 11.
So we had bubble gum and stuff, but that was exactly the same. You used to find it in ice cream. Nick a block of glory. Used to have the gum, so you put it in your mouth, beautiful, 5 seconds, and then done. But yeah, never heard of zebra gum. I'll be honest with you. What she said. Yeah, never heard of it. Weird, but it's not that weird. I mean, you're a different country, to be fair. So why is the defendant on the left-hand side? Why is he? He should be in the middle, shouldn't he? Unless he's a lawyer, he's not.
Motion to discover state's expert witnesses.
State's indicated to me they're not going to have any experts on this case.
All right, so state is in.
Your Honor, the state does not anticipate calling any experts on the case in chief. I think there's some fingerprint experts in the listed in there. I think sometimes that's just boilerplate and mention At this point don't anticipate calling them, but they are in the notice.
Okay. Motion. All right, any motion for the hearing, any statements made by the defendant will be carried with trial state. Were there any statements made by the defendant?
I believe we did discuss some a moment ago, and the state will ensure that things that intend to be used are, you know, comply with the law in terms of Miranda. Law.
All right, election for judge to assess punishment. Is that still the case, Mr.
Yes,
Featherston?
Judge, like the court to do punishment if it comes to that, and we'd like to waive and abandon the jury election for punishment.
Okay,
Okay. We had similar, but I wouldn't say we called it zebra and stuff. So all the gums are probably the same, aren't they? Ho 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 ho.
then the
ho.
next one I have is the 404B, state you're in compliance with that.
Your Honor, I don't know that there's a lot of 404 or 3707 out there that the state would file notice on, but the state does have a notice, and to the extent that we proceed to trial on August 21st, there could be some question about whether that notice is timely, and I think that may be a bridge we cross on the 21st after that notice is filed.
All right, and then production of, I guess, statements used to refresh witnesses' recollection.
To the extent that those are needed, I think it would just be like offense reports that have already been provided to defense and discovery. It would be basic things like that. It's impossible to really anticipate who's going to need their memory refreshed, but it would be discovery already provided to defense.
Witness lists, do you have that?
Judge, they have emailed me a witness list.
Your Honor, I did check file 360, and it appears that one has been uploaded by the clerk, which indicates it must file.
Hello, Erin.
Does Deputy Laura need water or something?
How are you, stranger? Stranger danger. Erin. Erin, taco. Taco, 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 taco. Erin is here. How are you, Erin? Hope you're well. It doesn't. I know you pop in now and again, but it doesn't seem you've been with us for ages now. Love chatting with you, Erin. I know you've been so busy lately, so I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who do we appreciate? Oh, what's that? I don't remember it. So Erin, just so you know, after this little docket now, we've got a bench trial. So not sure what it's about yet, but yeah, looking forward to it. It should have started yesterday. They had all the jurors lined up ready to be chosen, and the git decided last second that he wanted a bench trial instead. Erin, 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 taco, Erin. She's gone off. You see, when you become a favorite, you get your own little toy. You see, so Erin's forever someone on this channel now. Erin didn't want to be a mod. She was like, I am not being a mod. So got a little toy instead. So she's part of the channel. Right, let's see what's happening.
All right, Mr. Heener, how do you pronounce your first name? I mean, your last name? Heener. All right, we're going to bring you back at 1:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah. Erin, 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 Erin. And a taco, yes. That's not
And
everybody
then,
has all
you're
that.
welcome.
Only
And we're
people I
gonna take a
appreciate.
5-minute break. And then let them set up for Carlos Romero.
There we are, Carlos Romero. That's the name of the
Carlos, you can mute us.
trial. Carlos Romero. I'm not sure how you spell that, but Carlos Romero. So for me, you know, I like you either make you a mod or make a toy out of you. Hey, hey, Erin Taco. So Carlos Romero, Austin Romero. That is what we have got next. Carlos Romero. I'm not. It's probably Carlos. Right, let me just do this. Oops. Carlos. Carlos Romero bench trial. Bench trial will begin in covered by Judge Boyd. No, I know, Erin. I remember you telling me that, so that's why I've never done it. Otherwise, you'd have been a mod instantly. Instant mod. So I was like, well, she doesn't want to be a mod, and I don't want to force people to be mods. So that's why I made a taco. And I've just chucked some people off being mods. I'm quite ruthless, really. I just chuck people off on and off, which is bad, really. But I got a rule in my head. If you're not here for like what 2, 3 weeks, and I just presume you don't want to watch the channel, so uh, Carlos Romero bench trial. Oh, pin message, pin message, pin message. So there we are. I hope I pronounce his name right. There we are. It's up there now with a name. Oh, where's it gone? Marcy as well. Shout out to Marcy. She's watching. She was watching yesterday. She became a member last night. So thank you, Marcy, for being a member. I did tweet at you. You saw it. But I wanted to publicly thank you for becoming a member last night as well. Thank you, Marcy, you superstar, you. Look at this. It's yeah, but I think it's starting now, isn't it? I hope so, Sarah. But that's better. What you just wrote is much better than what I just wrote as well. Oh no, actually, it's not. I need that for this afternoon tonight. So I believe they started in 5 minutes, and then once they cut off for lunch, we then go to what Sarah just said to that link. Linky Winky, Linky Winky. Yes, thanks, man. I didn't realize. I just went. Oh, because we've just reached 100 new subscribers in 2 days. So that's how I knew. And then I looked down and we got a new member. I was like, oh, it was Marcy. I think she's talking about something else. I think, but it doesn't matter. If it's not, then it's fine. We'll continue watching this till lunch, and then we'll do the trial 1:30. So we'll see now. We'll see. We shall see what happens. So you might be right, but I might be wrong. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. One way or the other, we've seen a bench trial today. And I am 88 subscribers away from 2,000 subscribers. So if you know anybody that has not subscribed, please subscribe to ask them to subscribe before I send the Rottweilers on them. Ah, here she goes. Erin Hack, you absolute numpty. Thank you very much, Erin. Taco, taco, taco time. Taco time, taco time, taco, taco, taco time, taco time. Erin's just Erin's just way too generous. Wendy's a save, just way too generous. So I mean, that's why I make tacos for you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Erin taco. So thank you very much, Erin. Yeah, what I did there, Erin, if being honest with you, I did a YouTube ad. I did it for my Kohlberger thingy video, and I gained 100 subscribers. Uh, it's cost me about probably about $35 to do it for the last 3 days, but and hopefully they they watch other videos and continue. But and the videos had over 1,300 views. I think nearly 1,400 views now. So obviously some people don't like it. But I've had some constructive stuff as well from it. I just yesterday, Marcy said it took her weeks to understand me, and some other people said the same. I don't understand what you're saying. Don't get my accent. So that's good to know. So yes, Sarah P's like, oh, thank you, very generous as always. Beep beep. Love, I will love Erin's taco. Everyone loves Erin's taco. I'll end song there. Here we go. This is why I take the mickey out of English accents. You can go, I'm not going to do it because I've got another half an hour to go. You can go bleep yourself. You can go bleep yourself. Erin taco. You can go bleep yourself. I could do that, can I? Bleep, the bleep song. Bam, 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 bam. It's the waiting. It's a waiting game. So I'm hoping we don't have to wait too much longer for this trial. There's no trials, you see, so which is why I was like, oh, I was hoping for a few more people here today, but no. It's all good though. Nothing we can do about it. Okay. If I could turn back time. Oh, bit of movement. Oh. So, Erin, good question. No idea. Literally, you're going to find out exactly the same time as us. The guy's name is Carlos Romero, but so I told you that he's supposed to get a jury trial, but he asked for a bench trial in the end. So I've no idea. It could be the best. Right. Also, forget. Iris is a superstar. I found out that you remember the Alejandro, no, the Raymond Alejandro, the one accused of essaying his nephew-in-law. Well, his trial now is officially going to be on the 11th of September, which hopefully we'll be covering. So his is 11th of September. So hopefully this is a good one. Hopefully. Ugh. We also found out today that Judge Boyd selects juries on Tuesday afternoons. So we know that now as well. So yeah, and yeah, it's nice to know those little things, though, little nooks and crannies, just to know how she works. We found that out. She got a white handbag today, Erin. Very delicate, smallish. She had a big white one yesterday, but a small one today. Flowers, same flowers as yesterday as well. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna be as intrigued as you to see what this is about, Erin. I hope it's not an SA one. We've done that. I mean, also, there's a lot of murder ones apparently that they cover. So it'd be nice to get one of those. I'm not sure how long this trial is set to last for either. So hopefully for next, well, hopefully for the rest of the week at least, or well, unless it's a crap one, because she's also got dockets to do as well. So, I don't mind following it every day if I know there's a trial to look at. And if it's a good one. Watch this now be the worst trial in the world. But whatever happens, we're here together forever. Ba-ba-da-ba, forever. Forever together forever. If I oh no, it is. So that's the witness stand. So what I'll do now, I'll tweet out this bad boy from YouTube. Oh, you're the one that I want. You are the one. So Judge Boy herself has got 502 people watching it directly to her feed, and we've got 5 so far. So let's try and get some other people over Twitter. Twitter. Oh, it's not Twitter anymore, is it? It's X. Um, with bunch Judge Boys. Right, let me just go. How to begin. Here she is. Watch live.
Like more. Do you know what I mean? It's not normal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think he did.
Are you all ready to start?
Right, there we are. Tweet it
Okay.
out.
All right. I'm gonna head.
And this time I did bring healthy snacks.
Healthy stuff.
Oops.
You look so thrilled about.
No. I will tell you, I'm allergic. I think I may be allergic to mango, but I love mango. So I ate a slice to see if I'm allergic to it. We shall see what will happen.
Yeah.
But there's mango, there's grapes. And I even brought, yes, thank you. And I even brought organic animal crackers.
I don't know how they have it, organic animal. Judge,
Yes, she'll be back tomorrow. Okay.
I know. I wouldn't.
Yes.
Well, here they come.
All right. Whenever you all want to do it, just let me know. You're welcome. No, oh, see, I don't get that information, but I didn't hear any music. Okay. Thank you. Oh, and my mom told me to tell you hello.
So this
Well,
should be a quick
something
trial.
weird happened to her today.
This should be a quicker trial because it's the judge. So if there's any queries, they don't have to send the jury out or anything. So it should go a lot quicker. Will you think anyway? In a way, we need this to finish before Friday, otherwise, um, Sarah P is going to be like, "Oh my God," scratching because she's going on holiday, 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 holiday. Sarah P's going on holiday. Hey, hey. Oh, what am I doing? I'm still behind. I could have.
There were any pretrial motion.
Let's get it to the right part, and then we can start. So I'm going to take it back here somewhere, and then refresh and play at 1.5 then till we get caught up.
If I decide not to let the statements in, of court is going to call 2021 CR 5583, State of Texas versus Carlos Romero. Can I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
Hank Wilkins and Daniel Escobar for the state.
Defense?
Bridget Garza for defense.
And are you Mr. Romero?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, are both parties ready to proceed? State?
We're ready, Your Honor.
Defense?
We're ready, Judge. We're just gonna.
We need to submit an application, Judge.
Okay.
Do people want the subtitles or not? Do you guys want
In the event.
subtitles?
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Here's your taco, Helen.
Sure.
It's been used. It's been absolutely pounded. It's been pounded. The taco has. Helen, if you're still here, what? Helen, no way. Helen, stop it. Oh no, he's got the same one. He got a skeleton. Is that a dog or is that a dinosaur? What is it? And Helen, where the hell are you from? Because I've never seen you before. We got to vet you.
All
you
right, are
see.
parties ready to proceed?
Wait, just wait, Your Honor.
All right.
Okay.
State,
Okay,
would you,
that's fine.
proceed
Sarah.
with indictment, please?
In the name and by authority of the state of Texas, the grand jury of Bexar County, state of Texas, duly organized, impaneled, and sworn as such on the May term AD to 2021 of the 290th Judicial District Court of said county, in said court as said term, to present in and to said court, so in the county and state aforesaid, and interior to the presentment of this indictment. Count 1, paragraph A. On or about the 16th day of August 2020, Carlos Romero did intentionally knowingly enter a habitation with intent to commit theft without the effective consent of Kelvron Hardwick, the owner. Paragraph B. On or about the 16th day of August 2020, Carlos Romero did intentionally knowingly enter a habitation and therein attempted to committed theft without the effective consent of Kelvron Hardwick, the owner, against the peace and dignity of the state.
All right, to that, how do you plead?
Not guilty.
Thank you. All right, are there any opening statements?
I have brief opening remarks.
Left.
Judge.
All right, you may proceed.
Judge, you're going to hear from the initial officers on the scene in this case. When they arrived, they found the complainant witness was dead in the parking lot. You're going to hear that when they got to the apartment, the door appeared to have been forced open. And you're going to hear that when they entered the apartment, it looked like the apartment had been ransacked. Judge, you're going to hear from the CSIs who clearly the scene and collected the evidence, including fingerprints of the scene. You're going to hear from the latent print examiner who matched the fingerprints at the scene to the defendant. You're going to hear from the detectives who investigated the case and interviewed the defendant. And during that interview, the defendant denied ever going to the scene. Your Honor, at the conclusion of this case, we're going to ask that you find the defendant guilty.
Defense, any opening?
We're not gonna open, Judge. I remember on yesterday, Judge, you indicated that we needed to
Oh,
be
work.
any pretrial motion.
Yes.
I can imagine you can take it with, along with the trial.
Yes.
So there was motion files to Jackson be down.
Yes.
So before this, we're going to have that heard before the state.
And state, do you anticipate? Well, because it's a bench trial, if I decide not to let the statements in, of course, I can disregard. So we'll take it with the bench trial. All right,
Ooh,
state,
thanks,
call your
Sarah.
first witness.
The state calls Officer Joshua Lesperance.
All right, if you'll take a seat here, please. All right, can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can lower your hand. If you'll state your name for the record and please spell it.
Joshua Lesperance, that's Joshua Lesperance, LES, P as in Paul, ERAN, C as in Charles, E as in Edward.
All right, state.
Hey, good morning, officer. Could you introduce yourself to the court and tell the court how long you've been working for SAPD?
Officer Joshua Lesperance, been with the San Antonio Police Department for a little over 6 years. I've been on patrol for almost 6 years.
Okay, did you get any special training and experience to be a police officer?
Spent 32 weeks at police academy, and then I've been on patrol for almost 6 years.
And what kind of calls do you go out on as a patrol officer?
Anything from minor disturbances to murders, family violence, assaults.
How many shootings do you think you've been called out on?
Probably dozens, I would say.
And were you on duty on August 17th, 2022?
Yes.
You women.
I'm sorry, 2020, August 17th, 2020.
Yes,
Were you wearing a body cam on that night?
I was.
Is it capable of making very accurate reportings of events as they occur?
It is.
Judge Matt, first witness.
Yes.
I'm showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 1. Do you recognize this?
I do.
And how do you recognize it?
That's my signature at the top from today.
Okay, and did you watch this earlier?
Yes.
And is this a fair and accurate depiction of your body cam, the events of that night?
Yes.
Your Honor, I meant to admit the body cam pending any objection from the defense.
Oh, you can, everyone, please remain seated because that's easier for the court reporter to hear. I do not take it as a sign of disrespect. It just makes it easier for everyone to hear. So you may remain seated, Mr. Cox, when you make your arguments.
If it goes in with the audio portion, Judge, I would object to the audio portion of my position back to the officer. Specified in terms of what he's seeing, but in terms of the audio with other officers talking and a lot of other conversations, Judge, we would object to those.
State.
In addition to that, Judge, if we're here to try a burglary, in my position is that they're going to, I would imagine, try to present evidence of maybe some type of homicide. Judge, we feel that that information will be extremely prejudicial to my client, and he's not charged with that. So my position is that anything with reference to the type of homicide shouldn't come in this trial, and the audio should
All right, state with regards to the audio.
Yes, and we've muted officers' audio camera, so it hasn't been altered except that I've muted the audio on this.
All right, then defense, the audio is muted. State's exhibit number 1 will be admitted.
my second objection.
That will be overruled.
Permission to publish, Your Honor?
Granted.
Officer, help you refresh your memory, have a copy of your report regarding the records.
Yes, it would.
All right, and just one moment, everyone. Oh, no, just 1 second. Yes.
Right, I'll go put it back to normal now then. There we are, it's normal. Maybe subtitles might work now. Erin loves a beard. Loves the beard. LND, I still don't know where you're from. I'm nosy like that. I like to know where people are from. I mean, country-wise, not your exact address.
So you were called out on August 17th, 2020 for why were you called out that night?
There was a shooting in progress call that came out at a nearby apartment complex to where it was.
Okay, and what was the location that you were called out to?
It was 3400 Salado Creek.
Okay, and so were you alone in the car? Was there somebody with you?
I was alone.
What was the first thing that you saw when you got there?
First thing I recall, I saw several people in the parking lot that were kind of pointing me in a direction. I stopped my patrol vehicle and got out, and I was next to, I believe to be the victim, who was laying in the middle of the parking lot on the ground on his back.
Okay, how did he appear to you?
Appeared lifeless to me.
Did you know why at that point?
I did not.
How you know how he was injured?
Correct.
Okay. And so did you call EMS?
EMS was en route already.
So what did you do next?
I just stood by, waited for other officers to arrive, just to secure the scene of what we had, so we figured out what we had. And then once I did that, I went back to my patrol vehicle, and observed that there was a car running in the parking lot, not too far from me. I ran the license plate on my vehicle, or the in-car computer, looked for information on the return, and then I used the return for that to possibly identify the owner. And then I ran the owner's information and then returned information in a picture that matched a similar description to the male that was laying in the parking lot.
And were you able to get an address where he lived from your investigation?
Yes, I observed that there was a local or nearby apartment that was registered to the owner of that vehicle.
And did you walk over to the apartment?
I did. There was another individual that was at the apartment complex that kind of led me to the apartment, which was right around the corner from where the vehicle was.
Okay. And when you got there, what did the door look like? What did you notice about the door?
The door was open. The door framework was broken. It appeared that somebody had entered the apartment through force.
It looked like somebody had broken in.
Correct.
That'll be overruled.
And then when you entered the apartment, can you describe the apartment to us?
The apartment looked in complete disarray. There was objects everywhere. We went in to verify that there was no injured persons or anything inside. But every room in the apartment appeared to be just completely disheveled.
And when you entered the apartment, did you enter that apartment with another officer?
I did. It's part of policy to have one more officer at least to clear a room or a building.
At that point, did you know if anybody else was in there?
I did not.
So was the purpose of going in with another officer for your safety?
Correct. It's my safety, just to make sure that if there is somebody in there is not supposed to be, that there's more officers there that can assist in handling any situation.
Okay, and is some of the math that goes into the decision to do that because you got called out for a shooting?
Correct. The shooting in a nearby apartment that had been appeared to be broken into.
Okay, and so once you entered the apartment, did you happen to walk through the living room to the bedroom?
Yes,
And did you walk to the closet that was attached to the bedroom?
I did.
And what did you see in the closet?
I initially saw that there was a safe on the floor. The safe door was partially open and there was tools sticking out of it. Appeared that somebody had tried to force their way into the safe.
Oh, Judge, may we approach?
Yes. Oh, you all don't have to approach because it's just, yes. Okay. Okay, that's fine.
I was gonna say though, that there are some images on there because of what we're dealing with. I don't know if you can allow that. Just give me facts on that.
No. Since it's coming to me, what we can do is if you want to place it on your laptop and we can all view it as opposed to publishing it.
Yes, sir.
Is that amenable to the defense? To me,
Just like it.
yes. Is there any objection to that?
I'll have a objection other than
Your
my
previous
original
objection?
that those are not relevant to.
All right.
Just trying to see if I can do it. She might, but
All right, Deputy Laura, do you know if IT,
Fair.
did y'all check the connections?
I'll try.
That's what I was doing while Hank was questioning the judge.
And did you put the HM?
Is it HDMI or is it laptop?
It's the HDMI
No.
for the small computer.
All right, so you want to try it again?
Yeah, I just did, Judge. Yeah,
Did you hook it to your laptop or?
I could try.
Yes, let's try if you hook it to the laptop. Hello, Mr. Porter.
Hello, Your Honor.
Yes, it's always great seeing you.
Okay. So Sarah P found out that burglary of a habitation is 2 to 20 years possible. So this is like that OnlyFans guy, if you remember him, that broke in and well, I mean, it's a little bit different because he took photos of the victim or the victim. Um,
It's this PC you're using?
Yep. Shit, I wanted to just switches over, which would be funny. I just really quickly tried it.
so it's obviously a lot more
No,
different than a
that's what
jury
it is.
trial. I don't
Like,
think
flip
I've
back,
seen
yeah.
a bench trial before, so it should all go very quickly today. Or quicker than. Not sure how many witnesses there are on either side, but yeah, we're all glad you're here, Helen. Sorry I didn't recognize your name. It must have been a time where I'm normally quite good with names. I'm rubbish remembering names, but when I see chat, I'm normally pretty good. But I didn't. So from Midwest to hotter than hell here today. Yeah, we got a fair few from that kind of area. Mel is from Iowa. Well, she was from Iowa. Not sure if she still is. There will be other people, I just forget.
Yeah, Judge, I tried putting it in the HDMI, it's still not working.
Okay. All right, if you all want to, then I will view it.
Then we
Is there
don't
any
get to
way
do it, Judge.
to? I think I have a disc player.
I have one, Judge.
And Deputy Lawyer, if you could call IT. Yeah, you know, I don't know why the equipment here in Bear County just does not work.
No worries.
It just
I
doesn't
will
want to
drop
work
it
on a
in. I get
regular
busy and only
basis.
listen. It's all good. You're always welcome here, Helen. Just always say hello though, because we get acquainted then. So
Oh,
I
no,
take
if
it
you
you know
give me,
Iris
I can
then.
play it from here.
Got Iris. She's only been here for about a week. She's already a mod. The reason
No.
she's a mod was because she's a nosy and helpful. Because
I've got like, it's, the video is pretty long.
5 minutes,
All right,
five and a
let's
half
do
minutes
this.
ago.
Can you call IT to come down? And we're gonna get this working. And then everything else will run smoothly
Here we
Just
go.
don't roll the
Erin,
here.
I've had judges just come over.
St. Paul, Minnesota, Erin.
Because this is the first time we just kind of huddles like this around the laptop and everybody just kind of that.
But the only problem is then the witness won't be able to see because and then your client won't be able to see.
I also Sarah P was couldn't get
I
a
mean, we,
boo out
of
of
course,
Sarah
we
P
could
for
do
like
share screen, but I don't want to do that because of the nature.
yeah
What,
for about a month. But then also then look at her now, chopsy as hell she is now. Chopsy as hell. That's the best way. That's why I love them. Kids were born in St. Paul too. Oh, that's nice. See, you get family here now. Family reunited here. But I also appreciate some people don't want to chat, so we're finally getting some rain, not severe drought, but still pretty bad. I'm enjoying it. Yeah, we're supposed to have thunderstorm today, but we've not had it yet in Wales. But we have 2 weeks of no rain, and all of a sudden we have to stop. The fields are brown. We're not used to it, but we're back to normal now. Well, du- 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 du. Here we go. Where was that gone? Let's check my stocks. No, it's not a good day. It's not a good day. Shut up, Erin. Oh, you're so lucky. I've not reached 2 hours yet. You're so lucky, Helen. Helen. Erin. Erin, you're so bloody lucky. Honestly, I've had comments from people going, geez, what where you from? I can't stand you. So, ugh. It's a good day. It's a good month. It's a good one. But I'm feeling good. Do, 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 do. I'm feeling good. Du, 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 du. Bum, 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 bum. It's the only problem with these trials is they're not sometimes set up for it. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Right. She thinks I'm from England. What is your profile picture? Is it like a skeleton dog or skeleton dinosaur? Mini Dennison, Helen. I'm intrigued by it. I'm trying to see it. It looks like a skeleton bird, maybe. I don't know. I'm feeling good. All right, come on. Oh, they got IT coming. That's why they got IT coming down. So I don't think that we will be able to see it because she said she doesn't want to screen share it. So I presume that means we do not get to see anything. So we shall see. That's the only other bad thing about Judge Boyd's thing is that we never know who they're actually gonna who's standing on trial. So, oh, well, I mean, I suppose you do know, but we didn't for this one then. Put it like that. Need to put my recliner down. Oops, that was up and down, up and down, up, up, up. Oof, that's nicer. Yeah, it's surprising because there's literally 0 trials going on today. So I did expect maybe some people. Oh, I mean, I suppose some streamers are doing other trials like similar to this. So I thought there'd be a few people here today, but no, 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 no. There's no limit. No, 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 no. It's a lawn or a mall. Ah, skeleton dog. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Also have a cat and squirrel. That makes sense now. I just wasn't sure what it was. No, 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 there's no. Right, so that means they probably take lunch here about 12-ish. So presuming another hour and a quarter, there'd be lunch. For about an hour, then we'll come back then after that. Because I'm not starving, but I need some food. I'm only getting some toast and marmalade, I think. Toast, marmalade, mug of coffee, and maybe some crisps or something. Because I had potato waffles for lunch with turkey burger. So, if I should go eat it this morning, twice on stream with TED Talk, happy day. I saw him actually. I was in there for about 5 minutes before this stream started, just to see what he was up to, and I saw something about a judge or something. But they're so particular about eating you, but ugh, it's just like shut you straight down. Along with Godzilla eating a bunch of trolls. I mean, that would be a good one, Helen. Unless you're accusing me of being a troll, then that would not be a good one. But I've got plenty of trolls that need to be eaten. There was once a little. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hopefully we've done. Yeah. Analytics. Let's have a look. What's going on around the place? Nothing much. Nothing there. What's that? So. Yeah, it seems to be quiet today. I don't know why, but even like Recovery Addict, he's got 1,000, but normally he has a couple thousand. Uh-huh. Mhm. Wow, wow. No, no trolls allowed here. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, no, in fairness, I don't have that many trolls in here. Mostly my trolls are all on Twitter. But I've blocked the majority of them now, so I don't I don't see them. So that's happy days, so divine. Da 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 da. Bam bam. Bam ba bam ba bam bam ba bam ba. A real big spender. Whoop. Hey, big spender. Oh, hang on. I know what's going on. Hey, big spender. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's he's shut down. Iris was busy. Oh, I know that Law Talk with Mike was just on. So I thought Iris was over there. But it's finished now. So she actually might be busy in work, doing work. Whoa. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey. Right. I just hate the wait to come on, Judge. Can we just get it on? Get it going, sorry, not let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. We can't even discuss the trial because there's nothing happened. Du- 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 in my experience, they are very annoying, Helen. In my experience with them, I get accused of being a troll, sometimes, but sometimes I am, I suppose. But no, I only troll when people troll me. But they don't like it when you troll back. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Oh, this is the downside. I just rather they said, "Oh, let's go for lunch then." Early lunch break. Then I'll be like, "Oh, okay." 'Cause it's 5 nearly 5 PM here now. Wait for IT to come in and set everything up, and then we probably don't even get to see it, so I wish the, state had just told the judge, "Look, I got this video to play. What's the best way to play it?" Right at the start before we started. Because the guy on the defense seems a little bit older, wiser, older, wiser. I'm not sure what I'm speaking about now. Again, I'm tired. I'm sure I've got insomnia. It's just like I don't sleep that well at night, and then I come on here and I want to drop off and sleep. Get some food down me. I'm not so bad then afterwards. Yeah, I know. Also, I know I'm here to provide entertainment, right, as well myself. But it's been over 2 hours, so we're here. Happy days. Over 2 hours now, so it's fine. I can't swear for the first 2 hours, you see, Helen, so I have to really be careful. So I watch what I say. After 2 hours, the gloves are off. Say whatever I want. Fuck 'em. It's more that if they said, "Oh, look, um, we're just gonna take a 10-minute break just to fix this. It'll be a quick, simple thing fixed." I'm fine. But they could be away for an hour. I no idea what's going on. So then I can't play anything else because it's pointless. If I start something else and they come back, oh, geez, gotta rush then to get the other thing down, this one up. Oh, honestly, I also got insomnia. I feel tired. That's my excuse anyway, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, your chat's fine, but as a here, I get limited all the time. Uh, for not making money because swear like a sailor. But I try and make it over 2 hours. Do you know what I mean? But way over 2 hours. I'm trying to be really good because I got Sarah P. Then if I fail, it's her fault. I don't want to blame her. Do you know what I mean? But when I do succeed, like most days, then she gets the praise. So works both ways. Oh, I hate my headphones as well, so take them off. Maybe take my glasses off. Give my eyes a bit of a rub. Rub a tub tub. Right. Yeah, no worries, Erin. It's boring now, yeah. It's boring now, Erin. Don't rush back because I don't think we're moving anywhere very quickly here, Erin. So it's all good. I hate when I'm in one of these kind of moods because it's like I'm grumpy. And of course, people start coming into the stream when there's nothing being played. Of course, you do, guys. But there's nothing to be played. We're still waiting. And then they leave. Yes, because there's nothing on. Why would they stay? But if I'm a bit happier, maybe they'll stay. So here it is, Merry Christmas. Christmas makes me happy. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Yeah, I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better. So I have a lot of comments with people not understanding me. So if I swear or whatever, they don't understand me. So I just try and be monotone a little bit. Because if I scream or I'm loud, then no one understands me. And if I swear, no one understands me. So I can't really win with it. So I mean, I do try everything to avoid swearing for the first 2 hours now, but if I do swear, then I swear. And I'm not gonna, it is what it is. What I try and make sure is that my content is natural and not like processed or pushed. Um, Basically, what you see is what you get. If you met me in real life, this is how I am. I speak to myself, I sing to myself. Literally, if you guys weren't here, I'd be on the sofa watching this, singing to myself. Oh, Judge Boy, I love you, Judge Boy, but come on. Or call it till this afternoon or something. Seems we got that's fine. Just looking around, see what else is on. Casey Who? No. Welcome, Casey Who, first time viewer. No, I don't. Um, I only do it when there's no other trials and stuff on. So if there's a trial on, I normally try to do it unless all the big channels are doing it. Then, if there's an interesting trial here, I will do it. No, last time I did this was probably 4 weeks ago with Judge Boyd. So I dip in now and again. I dip in now and again. I like Judge Boyd, you see. The break is going to be so long that when they come back, it'll be time for lunch. I know. That's why I'd rather break now. You live in San Antonio, so that's another Texas one. I think you're the third Texan. Third Texan in this chat. Hey Casey, I'm taking you're a woman, Casey. I live alone and sometimes forget how to talk. I find myself to look at someone. I know, I know. That's why I probably talk to myself all the time. I lived on my own most of my adult life. Yes, so Sarah P is from College Station. Casey is another woman, and she is from San Antonio. And we got Iris, who is working, but she's from Texas as well. That's nice. We got two. Casey's never been here before. Casey who? I asked that question as well. Who is Casey? Casey who? Headed to Houston. Nice. It must be nice. Houston's busy though, isn't it? ID comes in. Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry. She's back.
Is our equipment isn't working and usually our equipment, it's coming up now. Usually our equipment does not work. But when you get a chance, when they come back, if you want to talk to defense attorneys, if you want to talk to the state, you're more than welcome to talk to them.
I think for now.
So this is a bench trial
Let's play it.
and I'm listening to evidence once it begins again. And I'm going to be making a decision on
All our videos.
whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty.
Yeah.
Robert Porter. We have a student for you here.
Me?
Yes. So Robert Porter is a great attorney. Feel free to ask him any questions. Robert, you want to tell him what you do?
I watch other people.
And let me just tell you, that is a good idea. I would always, when I had free time, I would just sit in different courts. And I would sit in different courts and watch different attorneys. So you can pick up different skills, or either you can say, I wouldn't have done that. It's easy, of course, when you're in the peanut gallery to say, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do that? But it'll give you a chance to look at things. And sometimes there are strange things that happen in a case or some strange new law that you never thought about and it never came up. And it's always good to see someone else and how they handled that before it comes your way.
Working out good.
I'm going.
All right, so we're good.
Yes, sir.
State, have you tested?
We started playing it. Audio works, video works too.
All right, so you want to have your witness come back?
Hey,
And it's to Mr. Cox.
He's in the men's room.
Okay.
If you want that on.
okay, so here we go. So again, welcome to Casey and Helen. Hopefully you guys pop in more often. It'd be good, nice to see
All right,
you.
you may have a seat.
Try to remember next time.
And Dinah, we're back on the record. All right, so the rule has been invoked. What that means is you can't discuss your testimony with anyone. The only persons you're allowed to speak to are attorneys for the state or the defense. All right, Mr. Cox, my understanding is that all of the equipment is working. Deputy Laura, video. All right, so states, you're on the record. You're introducing State's Exhibit number 1. The court has admitted State's Exhibit number 1. And are you asking to publish it at this time?
Yes, sir.
All right, you may proceed.
Okay, officer, if we could, we've got your body cam playing here. And for purposes of the record, can we skip to time 4:35:40? Hey, can you tell the court what you're seeing here?
Appears that I'm arriving on scene. And that was the victim lying there in the parking lot.
And so this is when you first pull up, so you see the victim there. And so what are your duties now as the first person to show up on the scene?
When I show up on scene, is basically to secure the area, make sure that there's no immediate threats in the area, and then secure the actual scene itself, as well as to provide any kind of medical aid that would be possible.
I'm sorry, could you make sure you speak up and speak into the microphone?
Can you hear this, sir?
I can't do one here.
I think they hear me.
Okay. My duties when I arrive on scene are to secure the scene and make sure there's no immediate threats in the area. Talk to any witnesses and essentially stand by and do anything that's necessary.
Okay, and EMS is on their way at this point, or is that EMS attending to the victim there?
Yes, sir.
And then what did you do next?
After while medical aid was being provided, I went back to my patrol car to a vehicle that was running in the parking lot just behind where my patrol car is. I ran the license plate number on it, on the in-car computer inside my patrol vehicle. And then I ran the name from the registration to check the information as far as that to see if there's any driver's license or identifying information that came back for the registered owner. And I was able to find information as well as a picture ID that matched a similar description to the victim that was in the parking lot. And then I realized that it appeared he had a nearby apartment.
Okay, so for purposes of the record, we're at 4:42:37. And that's the in-car computer that you're using there to try and ID this for the victim.
Yes, sir.
And do you remember the name of the victim?
That'll be sustained.
And when you ran the information in the in-car computer, what name came back? Judge, this isn't for the truth of the matter. This is what he found when he investigated who was lying in the parking lot.
All right. All right, that'll be overruled.
I do not recall his name at this time.
Okay. But you were able to find that his address was in the apartment complex that you were in?
Correct.
And does your report indicate the address of that you pulled up?
I don't recall the number based off of my report.
Okay. On your report, you put in that it was
Objection, can't leave him.
All right, so you all can remain seated when you make your objections. That objection will be sustained.
do you want to take a moment to review your report and see if the address is on there?
Yes, sir. That's all right.
Sarah or Sarah? I prefer without the H because it's Sarah. If you put a H on, it's Sarah. Sarah P. Too posh. Too posh, though, Sarah. So I know someone who recently started to teach at Texas A&M. Oh, poor them. Teaching in Texas A&M, poor them. The cult. Helen, you haven't been here that often, but you see the typos that we say? I'm the king of typos, so do not worry. Do not worry about typos. We do not judge on this channel. If we did, then bloody I'll be fucked. I'll be honest, a bit of a slow start on this trial. I'll be honest with you. I'm not,
I believe I have the apartment number for the neighboring apartment, but I don't believe I have the victim's actual apartment number in here.
Okay, but just without the apartment number, do you know the street address?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's at 3400 Slotto Creek Drive.
Okay, good deal. And we're gonna skip ahead in the video a little bit to 4:46:59. And can you tell us what's going on here?
I'm shown this apartment. The door was open. The door frame, the framework to the door was damaged and appeared that it had been forced open.
I think we're gonna see that on your body cam here in a moment, but it looked to you like it had been forced open. Why did it look that way?
The framework on the inside of the door was damaged and ripped off of the wall, which is indicative of some sort of forced entry.
So it's your opinion that somebody forced their way in there?
Objection, currently.
All right, that'll be overruled.
So is it your opinion that someone forced their way into the apartment?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and can you tell the court what's going on now?
At this time, we're doing the protective sweep of the apartment to make sure that there's no injured persons or any potential suspects or anything like that inside of the apartment.
And for purposes of the record, we're at 44700. And can you tell the court where you are now in the apartment?
This is the bathroom that leads into the attached closet where the safe was located.
Okay, so for purposes of the record, we're at 44816. Is that your flashlight that we see?
Yes, sir.
And so are the lights, the overhead lights inside the closet, are they on?
They are not.
Okay, and what do you see on top of that? Actually, first of all, what's on the bottom left corner of the screen there?
That is a safe that was on the floor.
And what do you see on top of that safe?
That is a silver adjustable wrench.
Okay, and is the door of the safe, is the safe open or closed?
The safe door was partially open.
Do you remember, were there tools inside, like stuck inside the safe?
Yes, there were other metal tools that were inside of the opening to the safe that appeared that they were used to pry open the door.
And was whoever was trying to open the safe, were they successful in getting it open all the way?
No,
So it's partially open, but not open all the way.
correct.
It's interesting, Sarah.
And if you had to, there's more than one tool used to open the safe?
Yes, sir. There were several tools scattered around the floor, around the safe, and on the safe itself.
Just playing the video again, we're at 44820. You're still, where are you in the apartment?
In the main closet attached to the bathroom and the bedroom.
And so this room is what room is this?
This is the bathroom, and then it's looking into the bedroom.
Okay. Keep on. So the layout of the apartment, when you first walked in, what's the first room that you were in?
It's like a sitting room or TV room, family room.
Like a living room or a sitting room?
Yes.
And then when you walk through that room, what's the next room?
The next room to the left was this particular bedroom,
Okay, and then when you walk through that room, what's through there?
a bathroom.
And then when you get through the bathroom, what's next?
There's the closet to the right.
So the safe that you saw was in the closet.
Correct.
We're gonna skip ahead in the video, sir, to 5:45:46. And can you tell the court what's going on here?
Here's myself and another officer were looking at the damage to the door trim.
Okay, and so can you describe, do you have any opinion about the door and its condition?
The framework or the trim on the interior of the door was damaged, as well as appears to be like the strike plates and things for the deadbolts.
And did you make any determination about whether someone had kicked or pried open the door?
I don't recall making a determination.
Okay. Do you have an opinion now as to how the door
Yes,
got
I
open?
agree.
Speculate.
Sustained.
Based on your training and experience as a police officer, do you have any opinion?
You can
as to
remain seated.
How the door got open?
Could I take one more there, but I object to the question.
All right. And what is your objection?
Predicate. There's-
All right, that'll be sustained. The objection is sustained.
Um,
Iris, yes.
And state,
Support.
if you want to lay a foundation.
Iris, stop pouring yourself out of the streams. Stick to the stream. We need you, Iris. Yes, this is it. It's a I'm gonna tell you what it is now. It is a Sarah put it up here. Burglary of a habitation is what it is. This is the first witness, but to be fair, they've not missed much of anything. Tell them stop whoring. I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but literally, you've not missed anything. We don't get to see the video apparently. So, um, it's at the top. I put it, Carlos Romero. Anything else now, Iris? Anything else? You know, size of his shoes? Anything? Home address? Yeah, Carlos Romero's. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Irish is grumpy now. Irish is grumpy now. Yeah, it would be nice to see. We can't see the exhibits. Not like I could enter home. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You're more than welcome, Iris. All right.
Then the court will hear it.
Have you investigated crimes where doors have been busted down before?
I have,
About how many?
say several dozen at least.
Okay. And how long have you been with SAPD?
I've been on patrol for almost 6 years now.
And how many property crimes have you investigated in that time?
I'd say hundreds, if not thousands.
And based on that training and experience, do you have an opinion on what happened to the door in this case?
I would do my objections.
Your Honor, I think based on the testimony of the officer, his experience in property crimes and crimes where doors have been forced open, I think he can offer his opinion. It should be up to the court to, the weight, not admissibility of that opinion.
All right. Defense, if you want to voir dire the witness on that point, you may voir dire the witness on that point. Otherwise, the court will make its ruling.
If I may, officer, in your training as a police officer, have you ever been trained in terms of determining the damage to something like a door, to make determinations as to how it was damaged?
We had training on some of that, but
I'm sorry. So you're not testifying that you received training in the academy about you see a door, you make some type of analysis of how a door was damaged, that kind of stuff. You have any training on that?
well, throughout the academy, we did cover property crimes and damaged property. So
Training specifically in terms of how to determine how damage was done, or how do you make determinations in reference whether something was pushed in by a ram or whether it was kicked in by somebody's foot? Any training on that in the academy?
not specific, but there are training as to looking in experience when you can see foot marks on doors or tool marks on doors. If there's tool marks and no footprints, that would suggest that it was forced open with a tool and not like being kicked in.
So you receive expert training on being like a tool mark examiner? Are you trained in that area?
I am not an expert tool examiner.
I remove my objection.
All right, objection is overruled. You may ask your question.
So do you have an opinion as to whether the door was forced open or not?
Yes, I believe it to be forced open.
Officer, we're gonna skip to 8:23:50 in the video. And if you can describe to the court, we're back in the closet with the safe again and the lights are on, but can you describe to the court what's going on back here?
At this time, I was looking into the safe to see what was in there because there was a gap between the door where it had been pried open. I was able to see like vacuum sealed or plastic wrapped what appeared to be a marijuana type substance and currency.
Okay. And so is it your opinion that that was marijuana in the state?
That's what it appeared to be, yes.
Oh, did it smell like anything in the apartment when you were walking in there?
Um, according to my report, it smelled as if there was marijuana in the apartment or had been in the apartment.
I passed the witness, Your Honor.
All right, defense.
Officer, have you ever been into that apartment?
I have not been to that apartment.
And you say you've been officer as a PD about 6 years now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In that time period, you've been to many, many calls, correct?
Yes, sir.
And it's fair to say that you perhaps gone to calls where you go to a house and it could be in disarray.
Hmm.
And it's not a burglary call, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, sometimes people are not real neat in terms of how they keep their homes, correct?
Correct.
I'll pass this.
No further questions, Judge.
All right, so this witness excused or subject for recall.
Subject to recall, Judge.
All right, the rule has been invoked. You cannot discuss your testimony with anyone. The only persons you're allowed to speak to are attorneys for the state or the defense. Make sure you're available in case you're needed for recall.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. State, call your next witness.
No, they didn't freeze.
State calls Stephen Trevino, Judge.
I'm sorry, who?
State calls Officer Stephen Trevino.
All right, thank you.
I always wonder, I'm checking everything then, see if everything else is working. But no. I hope this trial picks
All
up.
right, if you'll take
I
a
mean,
seat here, please.
it's interesting characters, but it would be nice to see some of the exhibits. I won't lie.
If you'll raise your right hand, you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God. All right, if you can lower your hand, please make sure you keep your voice up so that the court reporter can hear and everyone else can hear. If you'll state your name for the record and please spell it.
Stephen Trevino, Steven.
Yes.
Trevino, Trevino.
State.
Officer Trevino, who do you currently work for?
SAPD, City of San Antonio,
How long have you worked for them?
a little over 5 years.
What do you currently do for SAPD?
I'm a patrol officer,
And are you assigned to a specific area?
South Patrol Daylight now.
And what area does that cover?
Mayfield, 35, Zarzamora, South Cross, South Side Perimeter. Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. South Cross.
And sir, if you could just make sure to speak slowly so that the court reporter can take a record of what's being said, okay? So on August 16th of 2020, were you working on that day?
Yes, sir.
And
Yeah, can you
were you
imagine?
in a uniform?
Yes, sir. And a marked patrol vehicle.
And do you recall, were you called out to a specific scene that night?
Yes, sir.
What were you called out for?
It was shots fired at first, then it came out to a shooting in progress.
And when you got to the scene, what did you see?
We saw a male laying in the parking lot with the officer Lesperance already there, with a couple of male witnesses standing around.
And did you get a chance to canvass the area and speak to some witnesses?
Yes, sir.
And after you did that, what did you do?
We canvassed the area for witnesses, then we looking for shell casings. I try to check out the victim as well and talk to Officer Lesperance about him being non-responsive. And then we made location to his apartment,
And how far away was his apartment from where he was?
maybe 30, 40 yards, maybe.
So not that far?
No, sir.
Do you remember what was the victim's name?
I don't remember his name, no, sir.
Would it have been in your report?
No, sir.
So you go to this man's apartment. What did you see when you saw his apartment?
First thing I noticed was the door looked like it was forced open, either kicked open or pried open.
And did you search the home?
We canvassed the apartment, sir, to make sure nobody was inside.
And when you canvassed the apartment, what did you see?
First thing I noticed was the apartment was ransacked. Looked like everything was tossed around. Looked like somebody was looking for something. Once me and Officer Lesperance made it to the back room, we saw the closet with a safe in there.
And when you looked at the safe, what did it look like?
Looked like somebody tried to force it open.
And how could you tell that?
There's tools still attached to it, tools around it. It was scratched up, it was dented, and it was lifted even off of the floor because it was screwed to the floorboards.
So it was bolted into place.
Yes, sir.
So after you made these observations, what else did you do?
We waited for CSI, a sergeant to come out, and night CID as well.
So you wouldn't have been the one that collected any of the evidence.
No, sir, not at all.
And so would you agree that your role became more of just security?
Yes, sir, at that point, yes, sir.
And on that night, were you equipped with body worn camera?
Yes, sir, I was.
Are you trained how to operate it?
Yes, sir.
And have you had a chance to watch your video from that night?
Yes, sir.
And as far as you could recall, did it make true and accurate recordings of what you saw that night?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Officer Trevino, I'm showing you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 2. Do you recognize this?
Yes, sir.
Oh, what is it?
It is the disc with my name and my badge number that I placed on it with the date.
Okay, and what was on this disc?
My body worn camera footage from that night.
And aside from any redactions for legal purposes, has it been altered or amended in any way?
No, sir.
Okay, Your Honor, State would offer State's Exhibit number 2 into evidence.
Any objection?
Is my understanding that it's muted, and if so, I would object to an audio. In addition, that any viewing with reference to any other crime, we would object to that.
Okay. All right. So is there audio on this or no?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Then with regards to the defense objection, that objection will be overruled. State's Exhibit number 2 is admitted.
So Officer Trevino, were you the officer assigned to follow up with the investigation of this case?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you ever find a suspect at the scene while you were there?
No, sir.
So aside from the initial call out and investigating the apparent victim's apartment, you didn't play any other role?
No, sir.
Pass the witness.
Defense.
Also, were you, you weren't the first officer on the scene, were you?
No, sir.
Okay. When you arrived on the scene, how many officers were on the scene?
I don't recall, sir.
Were they more than 5, less than 5? Any idea?
At the time when I first got there, probably be less than 5.
And I believe you testified you weren't a part of collecting any evidence or anything like that.
No, sir.
In term, you testified that you did go to to a location where there's an apartment that was appeared to be ransacked in your work, correct?
Yes, sir.
In terms of roping off that area or securing that area, that apartment, were you involved in that at all?
No, sir, I didn't set up the tape.
I bet it was.
State?
Nothing from the state.
All right, is this witness excused or subject for recall?
Excuse from the state.
Subject.
All right, the rule has been invoked. What that means is you can't discuss your testimony with anyone. The only persons you're allowed to speak to are attorneys for the state or the defense. Please make sure you're available in case you're recalled.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. State, call your next witness.
Your Honor, the state calls Jessica Sanchez.
I'm not sure what to think so far. I'm a bit like, I'm a bit confused because did the victim die? I don't know. Maybe I'm switched off. Maybe I missed something.
All right, if you could raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, have a seat. Just make sure you keep your voice up so that both the court reporter and everyone can hear. If you'll state your name for the record and spell it, please.
I am CSI Jessica Saldivar, JESSICA, Saldivar, SALDIVAR.
All right, state.
So CSI Saldivar now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Were you recently married?
I was divorced.
So you were formerly CSI Jessica Sanchez?
Yes.
Okay, just to make sure. So who do you currently work for?
I currently work for the San Antonio Police Department as a crimes investigator
And how long have you worked for SAPD?
since 2018, so it's going on 6 years.
And what do you have to do as a CSI investigator for SAPD?
I document crime scenes, so I photograph, analyze, collect evidence, sketch, and video recordings and search the scenes.
So on August 17th of 2020, were you called out to a scene to collect evidence and to document the crime scene?
Yes, I was.
Do you remember where you were called out to?
According to my report, it was a 3400 Salado Creek Drive. It was an apartment complex. I was there to assist another CSI.
And do you remember what side of town was this apartment complex on?
I believe it was the north side, or according to San Antonio Police Department, we categorize that side of town as the north side.
Okay, but that's in Bexar County?
Yes.
So on that day, what did you do as a part of this case?
I completed a video recording of the case,
Yeah, you
as
did.
well as
She's
I processed
married?
items for fingerprint.
You just married? You changed your name? No, divorced. Whoopsies.
Okay. And whenever you make a video recording to document a crime scene, what do you do?
For video recordings, I try to give a different perspective of the crime scene. So besides photos or stills, you have an actual recording of the crime scene. So I have a video camera and I would walk through the scene as I see it. That way you just have a different perspective of it.
So it's kind of like the photos and your video, they go together, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And do you remember, did you have to enter an apartment that night?
I did.
And do you remember whose apartment was that?
I don't remember exactly the person. I'm guessing it was the victim or the deceased person.
And what was that person's name?
I'm checking, Judge. It'd be based on hearsay. If she doesn't have personal knowledge of it.
All right.
Is that information contained?
No, just one second. All right. So state, the defense's objection will be sustained unless you want to lay some sort of foundation.
Okay. So the victim is dead, alleviated. But this guy is being done for robbery. So I just wonder if he's got another case for No, because oh, I don't know. I just got a bit confused. Is it has he got another trial for murder, or is someone else accused of alleviating the victim? So I have a few questions here. We might have to phone them and ask for Judge Boyd to answer some of these questions. I'm a little bit confused, but it doesn't take much.
Now, have you had a chance to view the crime scene video from that day?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And was it a true and accurate, I guess, depiction of what the crime scene appeared on that night?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Now, have you had a chance? I'm showing you what's been marked as state exhibit number 3. Have you had a chance to view the video that's on this disc?
Yes, I have.
And as far as you're aware, was it a true and accurate recording of the crime scene video you took that night?
Yes, it is.
And as far as you're aware, has it been altered or amended in any way?
No.
Your Honor, state would move to, or state would offer state exhibit number 3 into evidence.
Defense?
Your Honor, my objection to 673, I believe that that video will show evidence of other crime that's not in alleged in the indictment. My position is that not relevant to this case, that portion of it. So my objection would be return the relevancy to that portion, and that it's extraneous to the indictment that's before.
Right. That objection will be overruled. State's exhibit number 3 is admitted.
Permission to publish, Judge?
Granted.
This judge is nosy. This judge is going to overrule everything. She's like, nope, I want to see all the tea. I want to see it all. Publish it. We can't see it, so I'm just going to forward it. Right, come on, say something. This is the part. Like, obviously, the judge has to write a note plus do all the rulings. Has to listen to everything. So I sort of get it, but oh no, they're watching the video, right? Okay. Hmm. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, rock. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, rock. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, rock. 10, 11, 12 o'clock, rock. What's up? Ba-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Rock the night away, I say rock, rock, rock. Night of day, I say rock, rock, rock and roll. She's blowing her nose. The judge is blowing her nose. So presumably they're watching it because, geez, yeah, they must be. They're
We'll
looking at
stop the video
screens.
here. It's at 3:33 according to the video, Claire. What are we seeing here?
This was a safe that was located in the closet of the apartment, and it appears to be tampered with.
And did you find any other evidence of tampering throughout the apartment?
Throughout the apartment, we also observed, I think, the keypads from a safe. There was more than one safe that had been tampered with. There was this safe as well as another safe in the apartment.
Here, I'm going back to 207 for just a brief. Where was that other safe located? Do you remember?
I believe it was in the bedroom. I think it was a smaller kind of safe.
Stop the video at 2:47. Do you see that save here?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and so you said that that one had also been tampered with?
Yes.
And so after you filmed this crime scene video, what else did you do?
I have processed items in the apartment for latent prints with black powder.
And where did you process? Do you recall?
I processed there at the location.
Were there specific areas that you recall processing?
Yes.
And what were they?
They were the restroom toiletries, a television, a hair plastic container or caboodle, light switches, cell phone boxes, restroom doors, and the small black safe.
And would another CSI process other items of evidence?
Yes.
Pass the witness.
All right, defense?
Good afternoon, Ms. Saldivar.
Yes, ma'am.
I just have a few questions for you. What is your training to become a crime scene investigator? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I also worked for the property evidence facility at a 555 academic court as a custodian in a chain of custody. I also did 360 hours of TCO credit or classroom training to be a CSI. And prior to that, I was also in the Army.
And you said you have 360 hours of TCO training?
Yes, TCO.
Is that specific to the crime scene investigator?
Yes, ma'am.
training?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you need that specifically to be a crime scene investigator?
Yes.
And specifically to collect, sketch and document the crime scene, is that what you need?
Yes, ma'am, as well as a bachelor's.
So for the San Antonio Police Department, do they require any additional training?
Yes, ma'am, they do.
What do they need specifically?
It's continuous education for promotions.
Is it yearly?
It depends on the person. You can go up to a level 4.
And what level are you?
I'm a 2.
And how long have you been a 2?
Since July 2020.
And you said you were there to assist another crime scene investigator?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Since you were there to assist the lead investigator, does he tell you what your duties are at this crime scene? Is that how it works?
We delegate based on the needs of the scene. We also follow or we go along with the follow-up detective who's in charge of the scene at the time.
So let me just get this clear. The lead investigator is delegating to you what duties you have at the scene. Is that correct?
We separate it based on the needs of the crime scene. So
Before
we
you arrive at the scene?
not before we arrive. Because I don't know usually what I'm getting into at the time.
So I guess I'm confused. When you arrive at the scene, do you already know what your duties are, what you're gonna collect, what you're gonna sketch? Is that correct?
No, ma'am, I don't.
So you arrive at the scene and you just pick and choose what you're going to do? Is that how it works?
I'll go through the scene with the lead CSI and see what is needed at the crime scene, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, so then let's talk about the scene. You said that you processed latent prints and then you decided to video record the scene.
I video recorded first, and then I
Those were
processed.
basically your 2 tasks.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you know if the lead officer collected any drugs that were found at the scene?
I don't know if the lead officer did.
I'm sorry, the other CSI investigator.
I would have to look at his report.
You don't know if that was collected.
No, I don't.
When you were video recording the scene, did you notice that there were drugs at the scene?
Based on my memory, I believe there was, but I don't know if it was in the video last time.
but you didn't collect the drugs that were there,
I didn't collect any of it.
and you don't know if the lead investigator did either?
I would have to look at it report.
Did you also notice that on the scene that there were bullets there at the scene and you didn't collect those bullets?
Yes, they're in the video recording. However, I did not collect anything to bullets or shell casings.
And again, you don't know if the other lead officer collected those bullets either?
I believe he did.
He did?
Yes.
And so you were primarily tasked with the latent prints and the video recording?
Yes, I also did a sketch of the exterior scene.
You can ask if she's an artist now as well. Oh, come on. I will be honest, the lawyers on this isn't very good. We saw that in the last trial, they were not very good. And I think we're witnessing again, they're not that very good.
I have no further questions.
All right, state.
Nothing from the state, Judge.
All right, is this witness excused or subject for recall?
Excused.
So,
All right, the rule has been invoked. What that means is you can't discuss your testimony with anyone. The only persons you're allowed to speak to are attorneys for the state or the defense. Please make sure you're available in case you're recalled. All right, you may step down.
Thank you.
All right,
Oh.
and we're off the record. State, how many more witnesses do you anticipate?
3 or 4, Judge. There's one that we believe that he should be on jury. We requested. We hadn't gotten confirmation yet, but we have at least one witness we know that was still here.
All right, and this witness that's still here, how long are you anticipating?
It could take anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. Just also if you add in the defense questioning.
All right.
That's I'll figure it out.
And this witness, what are they going to testify to?
They were another CSI investigator who also processed the scene, who took photographs of the scene, just generally things of that nature.
All right, and the only reason why I'm asking is because I promised everyone they would get their noon break. So this is what we'll do. We're going to recess slightly early, but everyone will need to be back here at 1:15. So that will give everybody an hour lunch break.
Thank you.
All right, is there anything else?
nothing on it.
All right, so we'll be back at 1:15.
6, 7. Oh, happy days. That's fucking brilliant. All right. I'm still confused with this trial. So he's just been done for the robbery element of it. But was he the one that alleviated the guy or not? And is there a different trial for that? I have no idea. Iris, you might know. Iris, I reckon Iris is going to find out for us. But I will say that the only downside about this is no exhibitions. Thank you, Sarah. And also, the lawyers, I think, are very. Let me put this. Replace pin message. The link is there. Yeah. Okay. No, that's right. So my question to you then, Iris, as our expert. So could he be charged for murder separately? But they haven't got enough evidence yet. So they just said, you know what, let's put him in for this first, then let's do the murder afterwards. That's a possibility though, isn't it? So he still might be the one doing it, but they just haven't got enough evidence yet or something for it. Because it's just weird how we're here. You know, if he was done for the murder, I was surprised that they didn't put that in for this one as well. But they must know who alleviated the guy. I'm just trying to think outside the box. Why, how, what, where, when, you know, I'm trying to make us all think, you know. So he's okay, research news. He's charged with capital murder after another man doing if you want to call me God or legend or the best, simply the best, I'll take anything, you know. I'll take anything. People sing to me all the time, "You're the best around. Look at me, check me out again. I'm the best around." So thanks for some researching. I researched myself. I just couldn't find anything. I just need to get a VPN um on my thingy on my computer because it blocks. I can't see stuff in Texas. Sarah P's like, "Thank you, Iris. You're awesome." Yes, she is awesome. I'm going to give Iris credit. She found it. You are awesome, Iris. But this guy here, he's awesome as well. I guessed it was something like that. Oh, it was a guess though. Shot Kelvron Hardrick, age 28, on 16th of August, 2020. There we are. That makes more sense to me now. That makes more sense to me. Thank you, Iris. Thank you. I need to sort out a VPN, guys. Thank you so much, Iris. Iris, I'm gonna do you a solid one day. I'm gonna sort Iris out. You've done well, Iris. We're all testing you now, and you're passing with flying colours. Flying colours. That's interesting. So, but still interesting why they didn't do both at the same time. Maybe the murder one's a little bit more dodgy. So I don't know. Anyway, it's all good though. Irish's say the day that his apartment was ransacked. Security video showed Romero vehicle um, near had part of several people seen the exiting vehicle. Okay, okay. They took a safe. Okay. So why? So I imagine this guy's trying to blame everyone else, not him. I wasn't there, so we haven't seen the exhibits. We haven't seen the videos. We don't know. Was it clearly him or was he wearing a mask? No. Safe was not opened by Romero, but police found substantial amounts of narcotics in it. So it wasn't opened by him, but yeah, there's lots of questions on this one. There's obviously lots of questions on this one. Hmm. Romero's fingerprints found on the safe. Well, okay, fine. So, you know, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt his case, if I'm being honest. That's gonna really hurt his case, to be quite honest with you. If his fingerprints are on there, unless he can, describe how. So imagine the guy that was alleviated was a drug dealer. I'm just speculating, and these might have been some of his customers or, dealers that had enough and just decided to ransack it. That's my guess, and then got caught. It's my educated guess. Anyway, I know we found out already that I'm the best at this stuff, so I'm joking, by the way. People that don't know me, I'm joking. I'm not self-proclaimed prick like I think I'm the best. I know I'm the dumbest guy in the room, but that's fine because the room is full of women, so I'm actually the most intelligent guy in the room, unless Dave or Dennis comes along. Second defendant, okay, charged with aggravated assault with deadly weapon. Okay, you see, learning stuff. learning stuff. This is what it's all about. This is what I love about it. And Iris is awesome at it. Just learning stuff. That's what we want. To learn. So this one's got a lot to it then. It's got a lot of facets to it. So I imagine, well, let's see how it plays out, but this is good. Sarah, when we get to the next stream this afternoon, we might have to put the thing up again. If you want to copy and paste it, the thing that you created about what this trial's about. Carlos Romero is been accused of aggravated burglary and is in for whatever it is you said it is. Yeah, I could do it on my phone. I could do it on my phone, Iris, but it won't let me um on my laptop. So you're right, I could 100% done it on my I'm a dick. Why don't I just do it on my phone? Absolutely. But it doesn't come up on my laptop, you see. And I prefer to do it on my laptop because then I can show it and stuff. Um, because honestly, I'm not even kidding you. The Romero one that you found earlier on, literally couldn't see anything for it. But if I use my phone, it probably comes up. But also, like, people have their tasks now. You're our lead investigator, Iris. Moving forward, Iris is now the lead investigator for all of our cases. She is the chosen one to be our lead investigator, our research lead. That's her title now. Lead investigator slash research lead, Iris. You've just been promoted, Iris. Well done, Iris. So Carlos is charged with a couple of murders. So he's charged with capital murder, but I don't think in this one, is it? He's charged. You have a separate trial for that. You'll have a separate trial for that. Would be my understanding. Mm. So yeah, his first charge would be. Oh, I can do it on mine. Ba ba ba. Ba-da. Carlos Backstros. So I was right again. Capital murder is still up for further investigation. Do you see? I I am good. I am good. Why are people coming into the stream when we're literally about to end it? Madness. Romero. But those of you come in, we are back at 1:15 Central to watch the rest of the trial. Is this aggravated burglary then? Romero. I'm just gonna Google it. Romero. Bay County, isn't it? Berks County. Bexar. But it's called Bay. Bay County. Bay. Oh, he's 25 now. Oh, he's in jail. $500,000 bond. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, so it'd be the whatever you said earlier on, Sarah. First of the eighth, second of the eighth. Same again, Carlos. What's his Romero? Oh yeah, there's definitely some flipping going on, isn't there? There's definitely flipping. They're both going to be snitching on each other, 100%. I can't find it, but yeah, we'll go with what you said earlier on, Sarah. Sound good to me because that's what they said. Those are the words they said. Whatever words you used was the words that they said. So we'll go with that. You see, I can get all these things on my phone, but I couldn't get it on earlier on. Also, he was charged in 2021 with capital murder. Oh, hang on. I say that. I get every time I go into one of them, I gotta subscribe. You back now, only 25 cents. Oh, this one I don't have to pay. Aggravated assault. So we're charged with aggravated assault of a deadly weapon. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we'll go with what you said anyway. So we got an hour and a quarter. So with that, I'm gonna change the time on that bad boy and come back for that time because I need some food, guys. I need some food. Judge Boyd, afternoon, edit. I wasn't far off as actually I said okay, no, I was a bit far off then. Half an hour out I was. My guess. 7:15. No, do you know what, I'm going to 7:10. Come back. So that is 1:10 central. I'll do that. Okay. Wendy H, hello, Wendy H. Don't worry, we're going now, Wendy, so you don't have to even listen to us. It's all good. Um, we're back in about an hour and a quarter, Wendy, if you're still around then, and we are watching a trial. So, um, it's Spider Year. It's Spider Year. I've not seen Spider. Spider's been lazy. Where's she? Spider? We're literally just gone to lunch break now. We have Wendy. So the link for this afternoon one's up the top with Sarah P. You can go there if you want to. Um, we will be there. Oh, I'll just give it a like now, so I've got it. We will be there in about an hour and 10 minutes. So yes, with that, it's Spider Year then. I've seen her. Yeah, I see her. Look at her. Oh, you lazy bitch. Where the fuck have you been? Strolling in half a day again. Bloody hell. That's where you got. I didn't see Spider. She's not been here all day. She's been sleeping. Jesus, lazy. But we still love Spider. It's all good. I just wanted to swear a little bit because it's gone past 2 hours. So with that, Spider's going to drag a lazy ass to probably watch later on. So oops. So yeah, there we are. Right, see you guys in about an hour and 5 minutes or something. So with that, take care. Love you all. See you in a bit. And as I say that, we're in double figure people here. Sorry, guys. I'm going for my food. Hopefully, come back for the trial after lunch at 1:15 Central, 2:15 Eastern Time. The link is on top chat with Sarah P. So see you all then. Ta-ra.